Hey guys, this is Antom, and I'm here with the Hell Dragon, and we're gonna play through Sonic Generations HD. I was not scheduled to play this, but fuck it. You know, the needs must, so let's begin.
Alright then.
Yes. Just gonna rewrite history here. I literally had every red ring, all S ranks. Now we're going back to point zero.
I guess, you know, the winners write history, when you think about it.
Yep. So, opinions of Sonic Generations, mate. Very nearly said Genesis there. No, that's at the end of the Sonic-a-thon, if we make it to that point.
Well, my opinions about Sonic Generations, now, you know, I'll say up front, that I'm a very bare-bones kind of Sonic fan. I only really know the classic ones, you know, Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Spinball, I guess, if we must count that.
Dottie would love you.
But, you know, I like those games. I got a Sonic 1 with the Genesis my dad actually got from a pawn shop. I believe this was during the PlayStation era. I was really behind. But, you know, I didn't really think it took off for me until Sonic 2. I still think Sonic 2 is my favorite Sonic game out of the whole bunch. I've played 3, and I still think Sonic 2 is better in some ways. I don't know. That's just me, though. But, you know, for the most part with Generations, I think it has done a nice job in representing all of these different levels from all these different eras in Sonic history. I have some quibbles about it on a visual basis and a storytelling basis. Gameplay, I would know nothing about, because I haven't played this. I haven't played the modern, quote-unquote, boost era Sonics that people are telling me about. But for the most part, you know, for a celebration of Sonic's, you know, 20-year history, I think it's decent.
Yeah, decent. 9 out of 10. Could be better, IGN. Just take a quick swig of water so I can do my reviewer shill thing. Generations isn't my favourite boost era game, but it's a very solid tile. 9 out of 10. Really needs to have ice cap in. Eurogamer.
Oh yeah. I remember you were not a big fan of the level they picked for representing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, or Sonic and Knuckles, or whatever permutation you like.
No. Can I just say, whenever Timea, that's the villain, whenever Timea shows up, the sound goes nuts. It's so loud. Is that the sound Time makes when it breaks apart?
That's the sound I make when I break apart. It happens a bit too often for my taste.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's going
Oh yeah, but Time Eater, man, what a great villain.
Now, unfortunately, we can't use a screen share for this because it was causing a little bit of a technical issue. So, Hell Dragon will be hilariously out of sync for like cutscenes and like, but it's okay. He's not really missing much. The story is kind of bare bones. They throw in a few in-jokes here and there, but for the most part, it's all did I know this place? I could have sworn I've been here before.
Yeah, that's true. They don't really have a lot of specific references to things that have happened to Sonic. Like, you know, they'll go to the first level in a minute and he'll be like, man, this place seems awfully familiar, even though it's Green Hill Zone, one of the most iconic zones, and he pretty much retreads it like 4 million times.
Yeah, it's been in like every single sports spin-off.
Yeah, he hasn't learned the name yet because he hasn't found a sign saying what the place is.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, despite the, you know, few in-jokes, like you said, the plot is really bare bones. I'm not expecting, like, you know, this has got to be super drama hour, because God knows we've had that enough already. But at the same time, I felt they could have did it better in terms of their writing, the comedy, things like that. It's not bad, but it's not great.
10 out of 10. GameSpot.
No, not Vector. He was our finest hero. Oh, and Amy's captured, I guess. I mean, you know, after a while, like I said, I'm mostly a fan of the classic Sonics. After a while, the games, they started adding too many people. They started using magic like way too much. I don't know. I just don't think all the magical elements of Sonic really jive with me personally.
Okay, sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulty there. Let's get on with the first model level of the game.
Alright.
One great thing about playing the PC version of the game, barely any load times. I played this on the 360 first and foremost, and while it wasn't as bad as, you know, that one game, which we shan't mention here, or even Unleashed, it was still quite noticeable.
I thought you were gonna not mention Unleashed as the tainted game.
Well, you know, Unleashed is a very, very buggy game and got low review scores. Most of which could probably be attributed to people letting off steam after '06 sucked the big one, but I digress.
That's true. I have this feeling it kind of got some unfair reception. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I was a big fan of the Werehog, because I was not. It should have been Knuckles, and you should have given that stretchy arm gimmick back to Rystar, whereas his new game, thank you very much.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think... And I've heard a lot of other people say, well, it wasn't as bad as people were making it out to be, so there you go.
Now, as you've gotten off your Rystar soapbox, what do you think of Modern Green Hill in terms of visual design?
I personally love it. Like, I love all the different paths. I love this underground path you're going to. I thought it was a really neat addition. It's just kind of taking what was already there and kind of giving it its own little sense of identity. I think it was really well done.
10 out of 10. GameSpy.
GameSpy? Do people even talk about GameSpy anymore?
I don't know. I'm struggling to come up with different companies now.
You just name every single journalism Not Kotaku, that doesn't count.
They kind of mixed in bits of like Emerald Hill here as well, like the little corkscrew things. Those didn't exist in Green Hill.
I'm so glad there's a lot of grind rails that they built into the natural landscape. I'm pretty sure Ratchet would feel right at home.
I suppose we've got to bring this up because these are meant to be casual kind of live streams. So, how's your foray into the PS1 Ratchet games going?
The PS2 ones? Yeah, I'm really loving them personally. Like, I just finished Going Commando not too long ago, and after that I was like, well, hell, let's just play Up Your Arsenal, and I'm really enjoying that so far. I love, like, the storyline they've got going on, all the weapons are fun, the leveling ups and things like that. I'm having a blast with those games. I'm really glad I found out about them.
Good stuff. Did I say PS1 Ratchet games?
You said PS1 Ratchet games. Now, if they had a PS1 Ratchet game, it'd probably aim like Mega Man Legends, but I would still play it.
I gotta say, I played The Misadventures of Trombone. Love that. So I thought I'd go back and try Mega Man Legends. Not as good.
Yeah, my personal concern with it is mostly the control scheme. And at the time, they didn't think about the second analog stick. Okay, I'll give them, I'll forgive them for that. But it just kind of comes off as awkward to me.
Speaking of awkward, how about vague references to places you've been before, Sonic? No actual person or hedgehog talks like that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he pretty much retreads this same level in, like, every game, because it's like a special level or a bonus level or things like that. But you think he would have learned the name of the damn area by now.
Tails gets a bit of a pass, because he was introduced, I think, in the Master System version of Sonic 2, and then, like, got on a train and rode to the Mega Drive version when it came out.
Apparently you can do that between consoles. Oh, wait, I remember. He does mention it. I think it was him or Tails in Sonic Chronicles. Green Hill Zone? Wink. Wink.
Wink. Yeah, I think Tails should get glasses in the next game.
Yeah, I love how, he isn't, for some reason, able to tell that Sonic has suddenly gotten shorter and fatter.
Gee, Sonic, you look a lot stuntier today.
Stuntier? We're just gonna roll with that, aren't we?
Yes, we are, Helldragon. Yes, we are. Moving on. Regale me with your tales of Sonic 2.
I think Sonic 2 is my favorite, in terms of the, Genesis games. Like, I played a little bit of 3, and I get why people like 3. Certainly it's got a lot of, these new features that make it better than Sonic 2. But I think I just like the zones from Sonic 2 a lot more. I hold more personal memories for it. Like, me and my sister, we did that really long, we did like a run all the way up to Wing Fortress Zone. This was like the best we ever played video games as a kid. So it just kind of sticks with me,
So I wasn't like tittering there because I'm a Sonic 3 and Knuckles fanboy and I think your opinion is terrible. It's just that whenever you start to talk about games in a detailed manner, you remind me of Navigator a little bit.
Really? How so? Hopefully, in the good way, not the bad way.
Nah, you got a very reviewer's way of talking.
Well, it's just mostly me trying to come up with words to make me not sound stupid when I open my mouth, and that rarely works.
I'm sorry, now I feel really bad.
Good.
Okay.
Hope you feel ashamed for my terrible talking abilities.
I suppose there really isn't any other level they could have chosen to represent Sonic 2. If it was me, I probably would have gone with... well, not Hilltop Zone, because that's just kind of a recolor of Emerald Hill. And
Oh, come on, everybody hates Hilltop Zone. I think it's okay. I mean, the music's pretty catchy, and I like how it's like a floating island sort of thing.
Okay, fine, I'll go down here.
I know a while back we were, like a long while back when this game first came out, we were talking about, you know, possible DLC levels for Sonic Generations, and unfortunately they never did this, but I would have loved to see an Oil Ocean Classic and Modern, because Oil Ocean is my favorite zone in Sonic 2, and I know other people have, you know, more favorite zones. I know Chemical Plant is easily more iconic. But still, for me, Oil Ocean just has the best design, the best music. I love that zone.
Okay, I hate to disappoint you, but I went out and polled literally everyone on the internet, and Oil Ocean sucks, bro.
What? Why? At least prove your opinion before you start spouting lies.
Well, water that's not really water and lots of spikes.
It's oil! That's the point, dude.
Well, it sucks, and it has enemies that kind of exemplify my hatred. Well, hatred is a strong word. My dislike of Sonic 2. Enemies that attack from off-screen, and you're pelted towards them at full force.
I thought the more annoying enemies were supposed to be in Flying Battery.
Why you gotta bring Freya Knuckles into this?
Or, no. Metropolis Zone, my bad. I messed up the other name. Yeah, it was Metropolis Zone. They had, like, the Mantis guy. I remember him.
Yeah, the slices.
Ooh, those were fun.
Well, luckily Metropolis is like an end game level, so they couldn't put it in as the second level of the game. We're saved.
Yeah, I believe, and I might have said this before, but I think Chemical Plant, this zone was actually supposed to be later in the game, but they kind of moved it up to the front. That's why right now, in this area, you know, you start to run into the threat of drowning in the Mega Mac, which it didn't really happen in the first game until, you know, Zone 4, Labyrinth Zone. So I don't know how games are designed. I guess it was okay in the long run, because in the first act, in Sonic 2, you didn't even encounter any Mega Max, so you had a moment to let the dread build up.
Yeah, that was in Act 2, I believe.
Yeah, and that was back when they were still doing 3 acts per zone, I think.
Oh shit. Maybe a little bit of slowdown here. Like I said, I'm playing it on the Steam version, and I have been rendering a lot of videos lately, so I do apologise.
Steam! Let's just blame Steam.
Uh-huh.
Because they do everything wrong, you know, like Origins.
Love the remix to this. I just wish it was that little bit faster, so my mind could be blown that little bit more.
Yeah, I think the remix is pretty decent. I mean, I can't hear it on stream right now, because it's muted for obvious reasons. But I've listened to it before. It was good.
10 out of 10. I've run out of places.
So, has anybody ever identified what that blue shit they keep firing in this area is? Is that also Mega Mac? Is it a different make of Mega Mac?
Pure, unfiltered Mega Mac?
No, it's like super processed oil from Oil Ocean.
You actually get an achievement for not touching the water in this level. I would recommend you wait until you get some upgrades later on before you attempt that.
Oh yeah, I remember you can actually buy like different power-ups and upgrades in this game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think Sonic with like a shop, that doesn't really work for me.
Not a fan of Secret Rings then?
Well, I haven't played Secret Rings, but I haven't heard a lot of good things about it either.
Well, let's just say you start off slow and you get slightly faster as the game goes on.
Oh yeah, that was like the game where you couldn't even turn around. You had to either go forward or you had to back up like a truck.
Pretty much.
Just make like the Austin Powers backing up thing whenever you do that.
Whenever that gets brought up, I just think of Time Splitters 3 where I did the exact same thing.
You know, I've heard a lot of good things about Time Splitters. I should actually play that one of these days.
Yeah, maybe you should take one of my suggestions one of these days.
Oh, you gotta watch Korra. Well, to be fair, the first 2 seasons weren't really that great, were they?
No.
But you are looking forward to Book 4.
Which, at the time we're recording this, shouldn't have been announced. This is not a retake. Spoilers, this is not a retake.
Right, Tails. This place is giving me deja vu all over again.
Now, these little cutscenes, bare bones as they are still charming, but after this, they just stop. They go away, and it doesn't make any sense because classic Sonic has yet to come in.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, they only mention for Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant, and then everybody else just forgets about it. I mean, like, a lot of people grew up with Sonic Adventure. You think we would talk about, like, Escape from the City. That's, like, a really iconic area from Sonic Adventure 2.
Hell, I'll write the dialogue for you. Hey, Tails, remember when we escaped from this city?
Wow, am I really watching Family Guy?
You think that's bad?
I can kind of understand the logic of finding Amy here. I mean, after all, she did come in during Sonic CD, but at the same time, I'm not a big Amy fan. Are you surprised?
And she's also poison that drowns Sonic on a daily basis.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
Starting to watch you a bit more closely, Amy. We're gonna have kids going, man, Amy looks so weird without all the bandages on her body.
Yeah, it's funny, when she said wonderful back there, I just think of Professor Oak from a Pokemon Snap.
Oh yeah, I wonder if they'll ever make, like, a spiritual successor to Pokemon Snap.
No, because we can't have fun things.
Well, we have Smash Brothers, that's got enough Pokemon in there, have fun.
Indeed. So, very nearly said Skype Sanctuary there, no. That's the name of a podcast. So, what do you think of this level?
I really like Sky Sanctuary, and I know, like you said, you felt Ice Cap should have been in, just to give a bit more variety, but Sky Sanctuary is really iconic of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so I think it's a good choice.
It's fine, it's beautiful, it's literally God's work in action, but I just would prefer a bunch of cold shit on screen, really.
It's beautiful, I hate it. That's awesome. Good review right there.
10 out of 10, Polygon, could be better.
I'm glad the whole place is falling apart. Let's have a Sonic level in here.
Well, to be fair, they weren't planning around, though.
That's true. I mean, at the time, I'm trying to remember, like, in the game, they were mostly... I know they were chasing down Eggman. I think, like, they were trying to find Metal Sonic, too, because he kept showing up.
Well, Mecha Sonic just randomly appears in a Sky Sanctuary. He's more of a bodyguard to Robotnik than anything.
Oh, okay. See, it's been a bit since I, watched a playthrough of it, and which was what made me an expert at the game.
Fun fact, they changed the design of the Death Egg in the background here. A little bit of lag for you, you'll get to it in a second.
Oh my god, you know what? That is just a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
I'm also glad the enemies take so long to charge up their gun. That's a good idea.
They're an enemy in a Smash run, in Smash Bros. 3DS.
Oh yeah, I remember. I actually saw that trailer. Like, they got, like, a whole bunch of different enemies in that mode. That should be interesting to play.
Yeah, and they got, like, tons of Pokemon in there as well, like Crygonal, Coughing...
Well, you gotta use some more of the more unpopular Pokemon, because Coughing couldn't get into Smash, could he?
Do you know the trivia about Coughing and Wheezing?
Besides the fact it sounds like, common words for coughing and wheezing.
Well, I was referring to their prototype names, actually.
Oh, what are their prototype names, then?
I think, and I may be saying these out of order or using the completely wrong states, but their original names were NY and LA because of how poison those states are.
Yeah, but that doesn't really roll off the tongue for a kid, right?
True.
I caught a cyanide.
I caught plutonium.
I caught cancer.
Not funny, man. It's not cool.
You're right, it's not.
Put it in the PC, throw it away. That was a very, very anticlimactic finish.
Well, good job, Sonic. You're gonna give all these contractors work, so they have to rebuild the mess you made.
I'm in the background, fear me. No.
But he doesn't actually go to the Death Egg here. He has to go back to the other world first, and then he has to find the portal that leads into the Death Egg. So it's really kind of anticlimactic, like you said.
Well, we'll get to the Death Egg, but it's not my Death Egg.
It should be our Death Egg. Haven't we made enough to buy our own Death Egg? At least like a model of a Death Egg. Do they make models of the Death Egg, actually?
They don't do shit for Eggman's mechs and whatnot. I wanted an Egg Viper from SADX when I was a kid, but nope.
I still think it would be great if they made a bunch of Eggman mechs and, they gave his little, what's it called? It's not the clown car. I want to say it's the clown car, but it's not.
The Egg Robo. Bowser pilots the clown car.
Yeah, and his alts are like a Eggman Negon, things like that. But, no, I mean, like, that little vehicle he always drives that he sits in the other mechs, like, if they made, like, a toy version of that, and you could get the other mechs and just have them switch back and forth, that would be great, actually.
Oh, the Eggomatic, there we go.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's hard to tell because they never say its name. I think we've heard the clown car being named by name more than the Egomatic when we think about it.
Well, it was an important part of Sticker Star's story, actually. Oh no, here comes Bowser Jr. in the Clownmobile.
Oh, good. Do you think he just came to that game early just to tell us all about what was going on?
Pretty much.
I just hope there isn't a section where you have to use the gravity boots if we're going to be going around on grind rails.
It's been so long since I've actually played a Ratchet and Clank game. I'm trying to remember like certain levels that actually had grinding sections.
Did you play the ones on PS3 though?
Nope, I have yet to get to the Future trilogy.
You should. I think they're pretty good. Like I played Tools of Destruction and Crack in Time. I should get around to, I think it was Over the Nexus was the other one. There was like, I don't know, it's kind of confusing what other Ratchet and Clank games on PS3 there are.
Well, it was either Into or Enter the Nexus.
Well, something is going to be done with a Nexus at some particular point.
Featuring the Nexus.
The Ratchet and Clank series.
Welcome to the Ratchet and Clank-a-thon. You know, they released enough games during the friggin' PS2 and PS3's lifetime for us to do a Sonic-a-thon type marathon.
What, with Ratchet and Clank? Yeah, you know, that would be interesting.
Man, people say Mario has too many games in a single generation. They went kind of mad.
Well, I mean, this was Insomniac. Like, they're still doing that with, like, Uncharted, you know? Not really different.
Do Insomniac make Uncharted?
Yes, they do, I believe. Yeah, no, wait, that was Naughty Dog. My bad. I tend to confuse them because they used to be neighbors, and so there were like a lot of in-jokes like between Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter.
Okay.
So I tend to mix them up sometimes. Like, who the hell made this? I don't know.
What, Nintendo?
Yeah, let's just default to saying Nintendo made everything. That's a good idea. At least he's getting a good arm workout in this stage.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make sure your arms are good, because his are like really skinny, you know? Oh, so are his legs, which is kind of weird for a runner.
How does he even carry the Chaos Emeralds? Those things have got to like weigh a little bit.
Well, we all have seen in the games where they just magically appear from behind his back. I think we all know where they're going.
I really hope you're gonna say the pocket dimension.
But yeah, what do you think I was gonna say? What, you think I was gonna go there?
The ass!
Look, Sonic, you just like, it wasn't that great, come on. Just...
Yeah, Hell Dragon, you are literally in the classic era right now. The classic era. You're like 50 seconds behind.
Well, I got the stream on low quality. I'm keeping up as much as I can.
For the help. Not that I needed it, but it's good to have my sanctuary back.
Okay, cool. That was a great cutscene. Thanks for
Thank
writing
you.
it.
Thank you, Knuckles. And I think somebody mentioned that Echidnas actually really like grapes, so that's why there were grapes behind him.
Okay.
Good. Eat your grapes, kids. I eat grapes. Why haven't you eaten grapes yet?
Be like the Hell Dragon.
Yeah, no, I don't really think that's a good idea.
Be like the Hell Dragon, except not.
Be the opposite. That's actually good advice.
Now Sonic looks so stumpy here. He looks like one of my new kittens, whose head is like 10 times the size of its body.
You're totally gonna call on them Sonic, aren't you?
Metal Sonic, come here!
No, don't do that. My sister is actually, this is what she did. She named her cats Dante and Virgil. Now, obviously she named them after the classic characters of Dante's Inferno. But I asked her, did anyone think they were named after characters from Devil May Cry? And she told me, yes. That's how sad this is.
Okay.
If I get a cat, though, I'm calling him Nero. Gotta complete the set.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember this bit. I remember this bit from when we were doing it on the stream. You know, the Sega CD jokes.
Get wrecked. You know, the Japanese soundtrack is fine. It's cool. It's dandy. But I just wish we could play the good future version of Stardust Speedway, the American version, mind you.
You know, it's kind of, now that I think about it, I guess this is nostalgia talking, but everybody really likes, you know, Metal Sonic or Mecha Sonic or whatever brand he is today, because apparently he's had like 4 different incarnations. Silver Sonic. There's probably some tin-plated cheapo got it for really low and cheap at the mall Sonic that I don't know about.
Sonic.
But I mean, like, we really like him, but for some reason we don't really like Shadow that much. And, well, okay, I know why I don't like Shadow. I think he's a lame, you know, kind of dark clone, supposed to be. At least Metal Sonic was kind of made to be evil by Robotnik to begin with. So, okay, I can accept that.
He's not bad, he's just programmed that way.
Probably is, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Get the hell out.
Or he just kicks him into oblivion and he blows up.
I always like that kick. I think that kick is awesome.
Oh, he's super happy about that. S-Rank. I would be as well.
Yeah, he does his little dance. He's like, yeah!
Sonic's a dog.
Well, this was the 90s. Back then that was cool, but now it's not.
No, he's just a dork in general.
Okay, fine.
Oh, why won't you believe me when I say Sonic is uncool?
I just don't know, man. I just have thought he was cool for so long, and now you're coming along and you're saying he's not. I can't believe that.
Okay, we've got to do a few missions before we can actually unlock the boss fight, which is what we refer to in the LP business as padding!
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this whole, now you gotta do missions and all the stages to get the keys. I'm like, why didn't you make a longer game? I don't know, at least, okay. Like, with some of the missions, you know, they feature new areas of the classic places we've been to. Okay, that's fine. At the same time, it really does just come off like padding.
What's your favourite type of mission? Doesn't have to be from, like, this game.
I would have to say my favorite kind of mission is just the mission that you do to get to the end of the game. And that's halfway a joke. Because, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of optional missions. I prefer to just kind of play, you know, the straight single-player, get through the story kind of mission. But I will say I have spent a lot of time recently in the arenas in Ratchet & Clank. So, you know, like missions where you have to destroy, you know, all the enemies, things like that. Not timed. I hate it when it's timed. Like, hell no, don't do that. That's freaking me out, man.
Okay.
And we have to defend something that's terrible. Why would you ask me to do that? I'm not good at it. But mostly just destroy all the enemies kind of missions. You know, something simple and basic. And Tom's like, man, that was a really long answer for just destroy all the enemies missions.
I just let you get on with it nowadays, honestly.
Yeah, I admit I kind of have a problem with rambling. I have not really cut it down that well.
Boosh.
Don't say boosh. Why do you keep saying boosh? You brought it up in the other stream, and now you're bringing it up here.
No, you're going to cause a time paradox if you mention things out of order. Okay, I think I've decided on one of my favourite gaming sound effects. It's the sound when Mario finishes a level in Super Mario World.
I'd have to say one of my favorite game sound effects. That's pretty tough. I'll have to think about that, because I'm sure I have one.
Okay.
The chat must know. It is that compelling.
I don't actually have the chat open right now, so
I do.
That's why I'm not as chatty with them as usual. Nice and simple here. Just gotta beat a doppelganger to the goal.
Well, Sonic already has a few doppelgangers when you think about it.
Like, he's racing Metal Sonic, he's racing Shadow, he's racing Silver.
Yeah, and I still don't know what place Silver occupies in the whole Sonic thing. Like, we've got Shadow, he's the dark clone. We've got Metal Sonic, he's just, you know, the evil robot version. Excellent! But Silver, I don't know, man. Like, he was really built around Sonic 06, and now that that's over, he's just kind of there. You know, at least Blaze has the excuse that, oh, she's from an alternate dimension, she's a princess, she's got her own Eggman. Okay, that's fine, that's something. Silver is just, he shows up, and we're just supposed to accept that they're buddies now. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah. Oh, he's got telekinesis. Sorry, psychokinesis.
Well, I thought it was telekinesis, because when you say psychokinesis, you're sort of implying a few things.
Well, you know, I didn't write the dialogue to 06. If I did, it would be a lot worse, probably. A lot worse.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. But I also think I know Silver was made to demonstrate the whole Havoc engine, or whatever engine they were using for '06, and that's why he has the telekinetic abilities, but at the same time, you know, he still just kind of stands out way too much. Like, he really does kind of smack a little. Like, if you combined Shadow and Silver together, you'd probably have the perfect, like, most official fan character of Sonic.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned how it was kind of like one and done after '06 was a finish, because the same thing happened to Shadow. He's just kind of bumbling around, not knowing what to do with himself.
That's true. He was supposed to die, after all. And then they just brought him back, and they're like, well, I guess he's part of the squad now. Aren't you glad?
I can think of another character in a popular fiction, one very related to you, Hell Dragon, which I can't really bring up here because of spoilers, that was supposed to die, and then they brought him back.
I should know what you're talking about, and if you'll give me a moment, I will remember what you are talking about.
Okay.
That might take a bit, because, as we know, I tend to load very slowly.
Okay, so it ends with O.
Ends with O. That's not going to be enough.
4 letters long.
Oreo? No, that's not it.
Yeah, when the main character of Oreo died, it was just such a shame.
I like Oreos. Do you like Oreos?
No, I prefer just chocolate eclairs, really.
That's a bit much for a cookie, don't you think? Could they make a chocolate and Eclair cookie? Actually, you know what? I might be all over that, personally. I'd have to try that sometime.
Mate, you'd be over any biscuit, let's be honest here.
Well, okay, the UK version of biscuits. I keep forgetting that's what they call cookies over there.
Sorry, chocolate bourbon. I have disgraced my heritage.
Wait, what do they call biscuits over there that aren't, you know, the cookie biscuits? You know, like our biscuits. What do they call those?
I don't know.
Do they call them rolls? Do they call them little bread things? What do they call them?
Can we get off the subject? Because I'm really kind of biscuit-less right now.
I'm getting hungry right now. I'm getting hungry, hombre. I'm sorry, you start talking about food and I'll go all over it.
Don't be that kind of stereotype, mate. No one likes that.
Oh, come on. You know I'm working on that. I'm actually doing pretty well right now.
You're doing damn well, actually.
Yeah, you know, been working on the diet, been doing a lot of power yoga. That's what they call it. And it's been working out, so I'm going to keep that going.
His power is tremendous. Be afraid. Be very, very afraid.
No, I'm afraid my power is maximum. I'm sorry.
Well, not yet. It will take a few years. Oh, God.
It's been long enough, don't you think?
But I want my power now.
I'm glad they made, like, all of the walkways back there. You know, they made them out of, like, perfectly shaped bricks that fall whenever anybody touches them. Because that's so great in an abandoned city.
Why don't you just complain to the race that's dead now? I'm sure they'll get right on that after they resurrect themselves.
Well, don't worry. I'll be able to find one of those members of the races. Because, as you know, they'll make a member of it that somehow survived, and then they'll convert that into Day 1 DLC.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Dr. Zachary was the shit.
That's not who I was talking about.
Well, it's the character who Dr. Finitibus was kind of based on. I'm gonna choose a different mission. You know what, I'm already doing this one now, fuck it.
Okay, we'll just do whatever.
I keep forgetting that you don't actually read the Archie comics.
I do not. Wait. Are you talking about Life of Archie? Because I've actually read, like, a whole bunch of those.
Talking about the Sonic comics, mate.
Oh, the Sonic Archie. I thought you meant, like, Archie. Okay.
It's a Sonic stream.
I'm sorry.
Like, I know we're talking about everything but Sonic here. Maybe I should bring up Ratchet and Clank. Maybe then you'd have something to say.
Did they get a comic? Actually, they did. I should read those. But, no. I know who you're talking about now. It took me a few minutes, but I finally got it.
Okay, I've completely forgotten where the key is. There's the key.
This is just going smashingly. Smashingly. I didn't even intend to say that.
You are just the worst. Okay, boss time.
Alright. And of course, it's the boss we're all familiar with by now.
A vortex. I'm familiar with that. That's just basically my life.
Yeah, that was the best boss of Echo the Dolphin.
I've never actually played Echo.
I played a bit. It's a bit harder than it lets on.
Yeah. It gets run on like GDQs all the time.
Yeah, and it's like, it just gets fucking weird near the end. Like, it was weird to begin with. It's a weird game.
Man, I was really fucking fat back in the 16-bit era.
I know what happened.
Take a good look at yourself, Sonic.
Dr. Eggman?
It's the last look you'll get. Before
That's like that one music video. What was it? Take on Me?
Another Sonic? What? Wait a second.
I have to question how classic Sonic can outrun modern Sonic. I mean, you could say that modern was taken by surprise, but I ain't down to clown with that kind of reasoning.
Well, the puppy fat makes him more aerodynamic. It makes the hedgehog go faster.
Okay. Look at this fucking Dr. Overoo. Dramatic zoom.
Well, on the bright side, at least classic Sonic jumped into the door to Kingdom Hearts.
This would have been kind of cool if Sonic 4 Episode 1 did not release. I think it was the year before this came out.
Oh yeah, I remember they reused that boss as well in that game, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, this guy was iconic, man. You know, obviously he deserves to be in Generations, definitely.
I still wish it was the Death Egg robot from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but every time something Sonic related comes up, I'm going to ask for the Sonic 3 and Knuckles equivalent.
It'd be funny if it was like the boss from the first Sonic, because that would be so epic. You know, get that cutscene going. It's Robotnik in a tube with lasers.
That'd be amazing.
How would that be amazing?
It would just be something different, okay? Why has it always got to be Sonic 2? Blah blah blah, bitch, bitch, bitch. Give me my
Well,
rings.
but the Death Egg robot is great. I mean, he's like super big, but still.
Oh, he's gonna kill me.
Well, don't get killed. Stop being bad.
That was perfect timing. Good on you. I didn't even know that could happen. That is a new one on me.
I will flatten you.
It's alright. Not that hard of a boss, he says after dying. All you gotta do is avoid his fist, avoid his feet, and hit his bum.
Well, just stop being bad at video games. It's really my advice for this fight, and any fight, really.
Yeah.
They should list that as the only pro tip in like a magazine. How do I beat this boss? Don't suck at it.
Yeah. Just stop being shit, basically. There you go. That's what was needed. The bushioning intensifies.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think in like the 3DS version, like I think it was after, you know, you fought the classic boss for that era, which was the Big Arm. Is that his name?
Oh, the Sonic 3 standalone final boss.
Yeah, that guy. That's Big Arm, right?
Uh huh.
Okay, like after you fight him, like Sonic goes to classic Sonic, he's like, alright, I'm gonna teach you this new move, and he actually teaches him the homing attack. First off, I thought that was really lame in giving that to classic Sonic because it just sort of makes him like another modern Sonic in a way. But I started to think about it for a little bit. Like, so in that continuity, classic Sonic learned the homing attack from modern Sonic, and since time kept reversing back to that point, at which point did modern Sonic originally learn the homing attack so he could teach it to his classic self?
Oh, my head.
Get a new head, one that can comprehend my question.
I did terribly in that fight, and it still awarded me an A. What a weird grading curve.
Did you at least press buttons? You get an A. Did you beat him? S.
Did you allow the time meter to rip him out of existence? Triple S.
And while we're messing around here, Time Eater's eating another dimension. He's gonna go chew up Knuckles Chaotix next.
He can have Knuckles Chaotix, and I hope he gets indigestion from the fucking thing.
Yeah, notice there's no levels for that game in there. I wonder why.
Would have been amazing if there was like a bonus level at the end. Like a final story kind of level. Broken Ruin Zone. You just go through like bits and pieces of levels that they didn't want to put into the game.
Why didn't they have more of that in like the open world? I thought that would have been really cool.
It's like so safe and sterile.
Well, okay, again, I'm not saying like Sonic has to be this super serious kind of thing, or even, like serious-ish to a degree. That's a word, right? Let's go with that. But, at the same time, just kind of give me more than just they're walking around a big piece of paper land. That's what it looks like.
It was especially jarring because the game before this was Colors, where the new writers took over, and take or leave the Colors
They should
humor.
have called this Sonic White then.
Yes, that's amazing. Why don't you just clap as you laugh at your own joke, Eldragon?
Well, I thought that was a great joke. I don't
Okay.
care what you think.
Okay, I'll submit it to Humor Monthly.
No, but finish your thought. I'm sorry, I interrupted you with that.
Well, I have many thoughts. You're gonna have to clarify.
The one you were saying when I interrupted with my joke?
Mate, that was 10 seconds ago. Stop living in the past.
What, like the time eater? Come on, man.
Well, to be fair, he exists in the past, present, and future all at once.
I wonder how that actually works. Like, I've honestly wondered how a being could live in all time frames at once. Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around that.
Well, we could call up Solaris, I guess. He knows all about this shit.
I guess what happens is, like, like maybe you, like, have, like, somebody watching this figure just standing there all throughout as he grows up, and the figure that's just standing there never changes. Maybe something like that. I don't know.
Well, I could write to, I guess the writers of Doctor Who and ask them to explain it and even put in a Sonic cameo.
That would just be awkward.
I don't think you've watched normal Doctor Who, then.
No, I haven't, but... Well, I actually saw, like, snippets of... I think it was the one with the crew cut, the really close head shave kind of doctor. Which one was that? I'm sorry. I think it was Matt Smith.
I can't work with these very vague descriptions.
He was a person? Do you know anybody like that? You know people, right?
He had 2 hands, possibly human.
No, I think he had 3. You just can't see the one on his back.
Ah, yes, the forgotten regeneration who must never be named.
Yeah, the X-Man doctor.
Professor Xavier is secretly the Doctor.
But seriously, I think I have seen clips of the Ninth Doctor, which I believe was Matt Smith. He had the really close haircut, and I think they showed that on Sci-Fi.
Oh, no. You're thinking of Christopher Eccleston.
Oh, okay.
Matt Smith was the 11th.
Okay, alright. I don't know any of these guys.
Looks like you just got told 64.
Oh, good. I'm just so embarrassed.
Okay, well, actually getting back to Sonic here. Sonic Adventure, mate. Your thoughts?
I've never played it, but I have read reviews about it in GamePro magazine, so I am an expert.
I remember I used to love, like, reading reviews and shit.
Oh, man. I love that stuff, too. Like, did you ever get any magazines with, like, full game walkthroughs in the back?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was kind of like piece by piece. You got, like, part 1 in this issue, part 2 would be in the next. That's basically how the Nintendo official magazine went about it.
Oh, yeah, my main source for gaming information back in the day was GamePro magazine. My first issue was when they covered The Legend of Zelda, and they actually walked you through, like, the first 3 dungeons, I think. Or was it just only the first? But I love that magazine so much, man. Like, I borrowed Chrono Trigger on PS1, and I had, like, the insert for that, and I was just going through that game. I just loved opening it up and reading about all these games I would never get to play until later, when I found out those games weren't really that great to begin with. Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, even the most shit game presented to a child in that manner, where you just have like unlimited access to information. Well, sort of unlimited. The pages will end eventually, but it was just a wonderland. I even remember the first issue of I think it was either ONM, Official Nintendo Magazine, or Nintendo Official Magazine. They kind of changed the acronym every so often, but it had Diddy Kong Racing on the front, and it was a Christmas issue.
Oh, nice. I got like a really thick Christmas issue of GamePro where it talked about Donkey Kong 64, and it had like a gift guide in there. That's when they first talked about Pokemon Gold and Silver. Like, back then I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, I remember the Gold and Silver issue of Nom as well. It was silver on the front, and it had a Pichu on it.
Oh yeah, Pichu. Man, we were so hyped when we heard about Pichu. It was like, oh my god, they've got a freaking baby form of Pikachu. What else are they going to give? And then they gave us Magby. And since then, we weren't really that impressed.
Thanks, I guess.
That's pretty awesome. Although, it was. I still think it was really cool, like, how they referenced it in the anime. Because back then, like, I think they tried a bit more. It felt like, that to reference the upcoming games, because Togepi was this new thing. We had never heard of it. Where did it come from? Did it know anything else besides Metronome? What did it evolve into? Oh, it was just so amazing. But then it was like, you want to find out? You play Pokemon Gold and Silver. We're like, I'm there, man.
Yep. I'll see you in the Game Boy.
I will beam in there. There was like a comic book series about that.
I think that's where I first learned about Pokemon, actually, since we may as well just make this like the catch-all nostalgia stream at this point.
Well, you learned it from like the anime mostly?
No, there's like, it wasn't even a full page, it was like a little sidebar thing. And it had like Ash, it had Charmander, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, and it was just saying, oh, this new series is starting soon.
Oh yeah, have you ever actually, they don't have this on YouTube anymore, but they actually had like a promo VHS they sent out to like a select few, talking about like the anime that was going to be coming out, and like the card game and the video games. I was sitting there going, watching that when I was able to, I'm like, man, they really planned this all out ahead of time, didn't they? They were like masterminds here.
I didn't have that, but I had one of those VHSs where you had like specific episodes and the like.
I do want to add that Sonic running on the side of the building is always cool. I like it.
It's just a decent visual.
And now that I've made my obligatory Sonic reference, I can get back to talking about Pokemon.
Okay, well that's what the HFC chat is usually known for.
But again, I have to admit, like, I mostly know the classic Sonics. This stuff I only know about in like playthroughs and stuff I've read in like GamePro magazine. I think they gave Sonic Adventure 1 actually a really high rating. Like, it was fairly good. All things considered, you know, for the Dreamcast.
Hindsight's a bitch, I guess.
Yeah, well, it was too bad. They had like a really big feature about the Dreamcast too, and I think they reviewed like the Virtual Fighter that was on that, and they reviewed some game where you're racing as you could pick one of 10 ugly penguins, and they basically waddled around a track, and that was a racing game.
It's no Icky's Wrecking Balls, I'll tell you that.
That's for sure, you know.
Yay, Cream the Rabbit, everyone's favourite character.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to sit here and say Cream hasn't really done anything to annoy me. She's not like Amy, who will not get a hint. Cream is just there. She got introduced in Sonic Advance, didn't she?
Sonic Advance 2.
2, okay. But other than that, you know, she's there. Great.
Yay. Okay, you couldn't have Sonic Adventure 2 representation without City Escape, I guess.
Now, I do like the City Escape theme, and all the remixes that they have done with that theme.
I like this little 90s... I'm not sure, what genre would you call this? Electro? Techno? What?
Let me try to remember it off the top of my head.
I could serenade you if you want.
Don't, please. I'd say it's more like, I always got a big pop feel from this song, personally.
Well, pop goes very well with Sonic, despite what some Sonic fans might say.
Well, after all, Michael Jackson was involved in the music with Sonic 3.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when that finally got certified? Like, we were all thinking about it for years, and then finally they just come out and said, oh, no, it was him. I don't know why they couldn't have verified it sooner. I guess it was because of the estate. I don't know.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, it was probably something like that, probably for legal reasons, but still, when that finally got certified, like, now I realize how it all clicked together.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't happy with the sound of the Mega Drive, if I recall correctly, especially on, like, Moonwalker and the like.
Oh yeah, I think that was the official reason why he wanted to not be involved with the game. The reasons have changed, like, when everybody was, like, speculating about it.
Like, I like Sonic 2 better, but they wouldn't let me compose for that, so fuck them.
I'm not sure how the deal got together, though, for them to approach Michael Jackson and say, hey, you want to make music for Sonic the Hedgehog? How did that start? I'm actually really interested in that.
I don't know, why don't you hold a seance and ask him?
I don't know, why don't you go to your little friend Google about it?
Like in the little missing posters for Ray and Mighty.
Where is Ray and Mighty?
At the bar, if Johnny is to be believed.
Oh, Johnny knows where they are.
Yeah, and Johnny put them there.
Into the bar you go.
The secrets Brain Scratch don't want you to know.
Yeah, and this stream we will expose all. We're pretty much a tabloid at this point.
Okay, thought I could walk under there, but apparently I was wrong.
So, this is that gun truck, right? That's chasing them?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to remember what... Oh, yeah, because they thought that Shadow was actually Sonic, and Shadow did something bad. Like, I love how, like, in Sonic X, like, they see Shadow doing something bad. We clearly see his face, the color of his fur, the angle of his spines, and they go, "That's Sonic!"
Well, there's only 2 hedgehogs in the world, and it sure as shit ain't Amy.
Although, I've seen the way she's looked at me lately. I've got my eyes on you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put on any bandages and get away from here under my watch.
Yeah, we're monitoring other dimensions, okay? GUN don't play that shit.
That's true, that is our ability. Oh, speaking of Sonic Boom, do you think they could have done anything better with, Lyric? Are we just gonna... I'm gonna call him Lyric, I don't care. Like, do you think there's something they could have done to make that better? Because as it stands, he's just a snake with a metal shirt on.
Yeah. I love his little speech about, oh, I hate all organics, even though I'm mostly organic. I'm not even full cyborg.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even a cyborg. He just looks like he's wearing a metal shirt. Like, where does he get off doing that? That's just what I noticed, personally.
Wee. Apologies if I'm not taking any of the sicker routes in the game. That is one hella strong tree. You'll see that eventually. But there's a little bit of input lag. I'm not going to say I'm dropping my inputs, but it's definitely noticeable.
Well, surely you should be more crazy fly than you are right now.
I know, but, you know, there's just nothing I can do right now.
There is no Smoke and Six style when it comes to Sonic.
Now that is Bushworthy.
Is it? Is it?
Is it really, Tom?
Yes.
So, Sea Escape, Helldragon. You haven't played SA1 much, but what about SA2?
I have not played that either, but ever since I talked to you guys about it, I am, as we all know, an expert on the subject.
Fair enough, mate.
I would think you would want to stay in the city. You know, it's got much better shops. There's some good living places to be at. Oh wait, the giant truck's trying to kill you, okay.
It just makes me laugh because I've just remembered a show that's on in the UK. I think it's in the UK, called Escape to the Country.
What do they do in that? Now I'm curious.
Well, it's all about Sonic trying to start a life in the country.
Well, he's just trying to farm, but there's the truck. He's, you know, just still, the motor's still running. He's like, would you just leave me alone, man?
Well, to be serious, I think it's that exact same description I gave, minus the Sonic part.
So there's a truck waiting to kill them all when they leave the farm.
No, it's people trying to relocate to the country. But anyway, what do you think about the buzzsaws in modern gun truck?
That's a bit excessive. And kind of like, I want to say it's like 60s Lex Luthor-ish. Because he totally would do that.
Yeah.
I know I would if I was a supervillain. I'll just put silly buzzsaws in my trucks. Why not? He's the newest Decepticon.
Oh god, the red ring coming up, and I think I actually missed it, but whatever, I'm on the side of a building now, I'll come back and get it later, that's how time travel works.
Yeah, do you think, like, nowadays they don't use lives anymore, you just kind of... Well, okay, maybe lives in general. Do you think every game just has time travel involved? To some degree, because of lives?
No. Let me restart. Wonder when Mon Sonic taught his classic self to breakdance.
I don't know, probably the same time he taught him how to use the homing attack.
Yeah, like that, but on the ground, and do it around yourself, not forward.
You go up, then you go down, then you go all around. Do it again.
Thank you.
See, I know that much about Sonic, at least. I know all of the little bits and bytes you guys tend to say.
I can repeat you, I just don't understand it.
You know, I'm like a monkey in that sort of way. Yes, we've all made this joke about Rouge.
Yes, let's not bring it back up again.
Okay.
Moving on to, I wouldn't say my favourite Sonic game ever, but it's a Sonic game. This is Sonic Heroes.
It sure is a game that was made to sell and make money.
Yep. Oh,
You know
sick
what?
strats.
I'm sorry.
The sickest strats. You don't even realise.
You know, I actually did play a little bit of Sonic Heroes. I played part of it as a demo on Walmart, I think, like when it was almost released. And I was playing it, I really enjoyed it. But, you know, now I know, obviously, that it just repeats 4 times with different characters, so I probably wouldn't like it if I played it now.
I was so hyped for Heroes. The first time I saw it was, again, in a magazine. I was like, is that some Vector? Vector's back in the game?
Did you say it exactly like that? Is that some Vector, my man?
Well, no, there was a lot more nasal, and before the Juggernaut bitch came out, the world was very different for me. I'm not as hip as I was back then, or other way around, I guess.
But okay, you were hype about it, then what happened? Then you played it?
Then I played it, yeah, end of story.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the tale right there. And then Tom played the game, and it was total shit, and he never liked Sonic again. The end. Now go to sleep.
But Daddy, I want to know more about Tom's exploits. Go to sleep.
I kind of wish we saw Echo the Dolphin on this level. It'd be a pretty neat cameo.
Would you even recognize it as Echo, though? Or, let me put it another way, would anyone else recognize it as Echo?
That's true. Echo is not exactly burning up the sales charts, is he?
Yeah, can we justify putting Echo in the game? Well, he's not been relevant for ages. Sir, neither is Sonic. Don't care.
Oh, well, but Sonic is in Smash Brothers, thus he is.
I want Echo the Dolphin in Smash Bros. 5.
That would be interesting, although, if you gave him the powers he tends to get near the end of the games, that might... Okay, no, it would still be a dolphin flopping around and looking stupid.
Well, you know, there's certain characters in Smash 4 that have not been leaked yet. Just trying to keep it ambiguous.
Definitely have not been leaked yet, no.
That one actually looks pretty... No, not going to say anything.
Well, I mean, if you're just going to keep leading people along like that...
Oh, you know, Ridley is amazing.
Oh yeah, man. Have you seen his Final Smash? It's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm going to hell for that. Well, I'm going to hell probably for some other stuff, not just making Ridley jokes.
Yeah, you should stop doing that thing. You've only got so much soul left.
I don't know, man.
Slowly moving wheels are going to be the death of me.
Now maybe if it was a little faster, it'd be more effective.
Well, it is an inanimate object, you can't really blame it for that.
Sure we can. You know, other inanimate objects tend to kill faster and more efficiently than some inanimate objects. That's quality right there.
Yes, yes indeed. I'm just getting S ranks out the acid.
Well, it's not like it's hard, is it? You beat the level, you get an S.
No, Lost World is actually a lot trickier to get an S rank on. I don't know why my 3DS is running out of like energy here. I'm not even playing it. All it is open.
Did you get the thing, though?
Yes, I got the thing.
Okay, we'll be cryptic.
Yes, a big thank you to the person who distributed the thing to me.
And a big thank you to the person who also distributed the thing to me.
Man, we are some lucky fuckers. What, you don't agree?
Well, no, I agree, you know, I just don't want to, you know, kind of brag.
Okay, well, that's a humble brag.
I like how in this stage you rescue Espio, because they really didn't know where else to put him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, all of the Chaos crew is in this. You're just basically rescuing people who were at your birthday party.
Yeah, it was really nice of the Time Eater to conveniently set them up in front of levels that I can unlock them at. It was great.
I wonder if I can do my little shortcut. Here goes nothing. Yes, did it.
Nicely done.
And now, to wait 20 seconds so you can see the sick, nasty stuff.
Just waiting. The anticipation is building.
Good run so far, but can he make it all the way?
Can he go the distance? Is he going for speed? He's all alone, all alone!
Oh my god.
Finish that.
Yeah.
I like that song, though. You should listen to more music I like. Stop liking what I don't like.
You're right there, Hell Dragon. Are you out of your depth because it's a Sonic game?
It probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I have raced on a track version of this in Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform. That counts, right?
Well, it's funny you should say that because there is actually a racetrack portion of the level coming up.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Nice segue, perfect. You see, that's why we're still the best comedy. And, sorry, I should probably start with commentary. Comedy should come dead
No,
last.
comedy, we're both pretty much clowns when you think about it.
Yeah, pretty much, just entertainers.
Not really good, but, you know, we're here.
Shitty YouTube entertainers who aren't even real.
It's like 7-Eleven in the morning, you know? If it's what you need at 3 a.m., we are there.
Okay, so how does the boost work when you're in your very Lego-looking car? Is it just like, is there a pipe hooked into Sonic's feet?
Yeah, it's like the Flintstones car, you know? He just runs it on the ground really fast.
Whoa, yabba dabba do, Tails. And the car just blows off.
Tails, my Cocoa Puff cereal! Although I have to say, as a demo to All-Stars Racing Transformed, I was not impressed.
Yeah. I played the 3DS demo. Actually not that bad, I was kind of impressed.
The problem is with the 3DS version of that game is that even though it's decent, you know, it's good, it's based off of the console port, so there can be a lot of slowdown, which
Yeah.
is unfortunate.
Whole lot of slowdown if videos of the full version are anything to go by.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I have the full version. I got it, I think, by making a few bad choices, as I tend to do.
Just another one of Hell Dragon's bad choices. Man, I cannot run along rails today.
Well, most people can't, Tom. I don't think you should feel bad about that.
Okay.
I guess I gotta be a super fast hedgehog just to get that kind of action going.
Oh, sick, nasty dodging.
Oh, we'll just wait till that comes up so you can verify.
10 years later.
Yeah, that's Twitch for you.
Yep, S rank.
Oh, are we really surprised, though?
I am. Shocked, actually.
Did you get up this morning? And to be honest, that's hard for some people. You get an S rank.
Okay, SBO, regale us with your tales of ninjutsu.
Well, I can't really mention that. It's secret, you know, otherwise the clan will kill me.
Like, you got a little cutscene here of them just meeting up and saying, "Time's gone whack, yo."
It's like, yo, what is going on here? And that's like the whole cutscene.
Yeah, that's basically it.
So,
When that thing goes through time, it tears space apart, leaving the areas empty and dead.
Can we just leave Crisis City in the limbo? I think that would be best.
Sonic's
no, unfortunately. That's the thing about history, Tom. You have to remember both the good and the bad.
Might solve a mystery. Might rewrite history. DuckTales, woohoo.
For a moment, I was sitting there going, well, what song was he referencing? Then you said the name. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Hanging on the edge of tomorrow, DuckTales, woohoo.
And I'm glad we're really dating the commentary of this playthrough.
It takes a mighty foe to trap a ninja. Be on your guard, Sonic.
Okay, thanks, SBO. Really contributed a lot to the story.
Yeah, that's what most of the chaotics tend to do. Why is SPO a ninja, now that I think about it? Like, was this the thing they could only come up with for a chameleon? Okay, well, he could change colors. That doesn't mean he can be invisible, guys. Chameleons don't work like that. Unless you're the Spider-Man villain. In which case, that's exactly how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think in the cartoon he was like this white-faced guy, and he had this magic belt buckle that turned him into anybody, but also with the same belt. So as long as you don't look below his waist, he was totally fine.
Yeah. This level, I guess you could call this hard mode. The only rings you get are the ones the Chow are holding, and it gives you like a free one at the start, but besides that you're on your own, so good luck building up Boost again.
Well, maybe this is the best time. We're not escaping from the city, we're taking a tour of the city.
Yeah, we've come to terms with ourselves and the city.
The city and I, we used to be enemies, but now we are friends. We are kindred spirits.
Okay, now it's my turn to giggle at my own joke. Come to terms with the city. What the fuck?
You know, at this rate, we are just missing out on all of the great shops that the city has to offer.
Yeah.
We could have gone to a Nordstrom back there. Come on, Sonic. You gotta be making some money from your games. Come on.
Well, I think Generations did pretty well. Don't quote me on that, though. I don't have all the sales figures in my head at all times.
I don't have Wikipedia on hand, so I can't help you, I'm afraid.
Well, you're the co-commentator, so actually, yes.
Oh yeah, that's true, I do. Well, I just don't want to look it up.
Yeah, Hell Dragon continuing his lazy streak. No, give me a ring. There we go. Nailed it.
No! You know, I kind of wish everybody's Final Smash was a Landmaster, just so Sonic can pull out a Landmaster.
Tails comes riding down in one.
Personally, I prefer my butt, Landmaster.
Personally, I prefer the 16-bit days. Okay, give me that key. Thank you very much.
They should make every character in Star Fox be in Smash and have the Landmaster. Even people who never even drove or flew a vehicle.
Yeah. Flow, mate.
Flew, I'm sorry. It's not water. Vehicles aren't made of water. What are you doing?
Well, I think Bayonetta is going to be in the next one of this, right?
You know, people were actually saying, you know, Bayonetta is going to be in Smash. No, come on.
No.
Bayonetta has exactly one Nintendo game, I don't think. Okay, well, Shulk had exactly one Nintendo game.
Well, technically Bayonetta has two now, because they remastered, I guess you could say, the first game, and put it in as like a packing deal.
That's true, yeah.
I love the sound effect when you hit SBO. Really vicious.
No, I like how in this mission, you know, you're stuck in the middle of this timeless moment of space, but now's the best time to have a fight.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Shadow, too. He's like, yeah, I don't even care where we are. I just want you to race me so I can prove I'm better than you.
This is actually a remix of a song from Sonic Battle, so it is very fitting.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was looking at how they were playing Sonic Battle during the Sonic-a-thon, and that game is a bit weird sometimes.
Well, I don't think that's actually aired yet, so...
Edit that out.
What? No, I can't edit that out. Don't whisper secrets to yourself.
Okay, but I have actually played that game all the way through. So yes, that's the only Sonic game I bothered to play.
The most boring one. I'm sorry, but Battle is boring as shit. Like,
Battle has problems, I'm not gonna deny that.
problems? You do the same fight like 2-3 times sometimes.
Again, I'm not gonna deny that it has problems. Now, I know you need to shine the light on SBO to reveal him, but technically, since we're operating in a 2D space, could you not eliminate where he is just by hitting the air?
Double F in science, mate.
I don't even know.
Don't come to me for all your light shenanigans, okay?
Don't even do any science. I don't know where you got this idea.
Okay, key numero 2.
So any schmuck with a flashlight could basically find SBO, I realized.
Pretty much.
Who's there? Oh shit!
Whose footprints are these?
What noise was that?
Okay, let's go seduce some robots. That's the response that statement deserved.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't have Toxic Caves unlocked. It goes perfectly with this.
Can't you go buy it?
No, you get red rings and that unlocks songs.
Oh, okay.
You can also get them by like ringing the bells and then like certain things appear that you can collect that way. Not explaining it very well. I'm trying to concentrate.
How does Rouge fire a beam of hearts that make robots fall in love with her anyway?
Don't question it, man.
No, I think now is the best time to question that.
You always get like this whenever robots that can be corrupted by the human disease of love comes up.
Drat, I've been foiled by the power of love.
Okay.
We should hit Eggman with some love. Clearly he wouldn't be able to stand up to it.
Uh-huh.
Just give him a hug. We know your childhood was bad. Like, what kind of childhood would he have had to decide, I'm gonna build a giant amusement park and fuck anyone who gets in my way?
Yeah.
That's like super evil Walt Disney when you think about it.
Nowadays I can't think of Eggman as anything other than being voiced by Mike Pollock, so young Eggman is a little bit of a treat to imagine in my own head.
That's true, yeah.
Okay, this mission's almost over.
I'm glad Rouge got something to do in this game. Aren't you glad this was added?
Can I reach the goal from here? Let's have a little look-see. No.
You've got to seduce more hunks.
Still not enough hunks.
Get more hunks.
Here goes.
Still not enough.
Hit on everyone.
Sonic.
I think you're all kawaii.
There we go.
Hunkiness has been achieved.
Hunk rank.
It's S.
Okay, we go up here to get the key. I think it's up here. There's like one of them where it's like in a little alcove on the bottom. Like, that don't make a lick of sense.
You should find a key like underneath a giant welcome mat.
Perfect Chaos is all, oh man, didn't think anyone would find it there.
I never got the deal behind Perfect Chaos. Again, this goes back to my earlier complaint that I just wasn't really sure about all the magic they were introducing in Sonic. Like, really, what was Chaos's deal? I mean, do you think that kind of guy really fits in Sonic the Hedgehog?
Well, no, but wasn't as bad as, say, Solaris.
Okay, well, yeah, Solaris was definitely kind of way out there, not really justified at all.
I found you, Faker. Faker, I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
That was a memorable scene. I liked when they recreated it in Source Filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually pretty good. Like, they're making a lot of neat stuff with that.
I don't know when this is going to go up, but Shadow is also in Boom. He looks almost exactly the same, except a bit lankier.
He also has, like, arm guards in case he gets ouchies when he's fighting. I've got you. Ow! I mean, stop it.
Stars don't twinkle, the moon doesn't shine. Insert the rest of the lyrics here.
Okay, those are lyrics? I thought you were just saying science facts.
I don't know what they were thinking during SA2.
Yeah, I'm trying to wonder about, like, the decision to make Shadow anyway. Like, I mean, this was before... Sonic wasn't really in a bad position at this point, would you say? It wasn't certainly after some of the worst games in the franchise, but I guess for some reason they just felt they needed Shadow to get all the more sales?
Yeah.
I just really don't get Shadow's deal. And like you said, you know, he's got nothing to do now, because he was supposed to die in Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay, the deal with this fight is you got to collect these orbs here, and once you get 2, you can activate your special attack and go on the offensive. But if Shadow gets his 2 orbs, he can do his attack, so you got to watch out.
Yes, it will mildly annoy you.
Wow, I almost died there, I think. That's a new one.
Did you get good at the game yet? That's my tip.
No, working on it.
Shit, that's the only tip I got. Damn.
If I spam the boost, will that work? No, I ran out of boost, actually. Oh, that'll teach me to have a strop.
Stop being funny and play it seriously. That's what it is.
Wow, I very nearly fucked that up.
Tom, you're making me sad here.
The great fuck up that wasn't.
This should be the most perfect run.
I love this inclusion of Live and Learn. Like, I was worried they weren't going to include it, because when we get to the boss of the Dreamcast era, shall we say, they play Open Your Heart for Perfect Chaos, which is great, but I just prefer Live and Learn.
Oh yeah, I like Live and Learn too.
Ooh, I may have fucked this up after all. Let's have a look. No, it's good.
You blew it. Okay, you didn't. Never mind.
I think you can get away with missing 1 or 2 of those, but if you miss any more, you just won't be able to catch up to him before your little attack phase ends.
Yeah, I forgot that's timed.
Yep. S rank, because we love you anyway, Tom.
I just saw it now, but I like how Shadow just kind of falls lifeless to the track. It's great.
Darn, not here. Okay, let's make this 2/3 complete.
And what comes after that? Could it be the third?
Yes, that's generally how thirds work.
That's how math works. You're learning math with us, guys. Aren't you glad?
Ratchet and Clank, maths. Oh, it's all here.
Also about video game magazines, in case nobody knew.
Yeah. I'm actually a big fan of this boss. It's I would say this and the Mon Era's boss is my favourite boss in the game. Certainly in the final one. Oh boy.
I mean, you have a big love for Sonic Adventure 2, don't you?
Sonic Adventure 1. mate.
Okay, 1. So 2 was like, oh, it's not as good.
2 is janky as fuck, but that's neither here nor there. I actually really like the redesign, slight redesign for Perfect Chaos.
So what's different about him in this design? Because obviously I wouldn't know.
Well, he's not just a water beast, he's got this little armour on top of him.
That's hard water.
Yeah. Well, the city was fucking destroyed.
That's true. I wonder who's gonna pay for that now that I think about it.
Come on. Yes, there we go.
Well, taxpayers clearly. Fuck those guys, right?
The taxpayers should be getting a fucking refund. Their homes were destroyed.
That's true. Then again, you know, I look forward to when we eventually have to develop a policy for giant monster attacks. Like, how would the government respawn in default? They can't just send out FEMA. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, well, Obama's not going to be dealing with it. That'll be well after his presidency's ended.
Yeah, after the mutations have created giant monsters and that bomb went off.
To be serious for a second, I love these types of boss fights where there's a little bit of platforming interspersed with actually fighting the boss.
Yeah, I think it's really well presented from what little I know about the Perfect Chaos fight. It's just a cool little back and forth.
It's basically a faithful recreation with a little bit of a platforming amongst the ruins to mix it up a bit.
Yeah, I think in like the original fight, it was mostly just like speeding around as Super Sonic.
At the speed of sound, no less.
Ah, okay, good.
Phase 2 go now? There we go.
Phase 2 get started, please, maybe?
Now it's straight platforming.
There we go.
Gotta be quick through here, because he's gonna be firing projectiles, and I died. That's too quick, Tom. Too quick.
You've gone a bit too fast. Is Sonic too fast? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Oh, don't. Gotta stop saying stuff sometimes. Doesn't work out.
Ah, it's painful. More painful the second time.
Second verse, same as the first.
A whole lot slower and a whole lot worse.
You remember that episode?
What episode?
Oh, nothing.
It's just a turn of phrase for me nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, what kind of ultimate monster does Chaos have to be to get tapped like 3 times in his big pimple and just kind of fall over?
What's even worse is Sonic was super the first time he did this.
That's true. Now he's just normal. So Chaos is honestly not really that perfect when you think about it. He's more like, meh. Average Chaos. Intermediate Chaos.
Beginner's level chaos.
5th grade reading level Chaos.
Nice. We destroyed him and his self-esteem. All in all, a good day.
Back to the 5th grade with you.
And I still get an A for that.
Well, if you hadn't died, you probably would have gotten an S.
Well, getting an S requires you not to die.
Oh, there you go. I predicted it.
Well, that's some bad popping, even on the PC version. And they were using like a downgraded version of the Hedgehog engine as well.
You mean you're doing
It's like Tomb Raider style popping.
Well, it seems that classic Tails learned how to be prissy from his modern counterpart.
So everybody is teaching everybody. Like, Modern Sonic taught Classic Sonic how to do the homing attack. Modern Tails taught Classic Tails how to be full of himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. I'm so glad.
that monster sure
Maybe I'd give a shit about the time if he turned up more than 3 or 4 times throughout the course of the story.
already got
Yeah, I'm not sure who I would have done besides the Time Eater as like a big villain for the anniversary game. I don't know.
I don't know, Eggman?
No. No!
That's just silly.
and I bet you
I seem to recall you saying that Classic Tails was, and I quote, kawaii.
Don't. Okay.
I'm just saying.
You shouldn't hold such things against me, mate.
This isn't exactly good blackmail on you, Tom.
You know, I heard Tom say he thought Classic Tails looked cute. Okay.
Everyone, he thought he was kawaii. Let's judge him.
That's tame in Sonic fan standards, okay? I'm just gonna throw that out there now.
That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
Less said about that, the better. Okay, Mon Nera time.
Where are the bandages?
No.
Is this
okay.
where he found? What if they had like a Sonic Boom universe in this game too? Wouldn't that be so weird?
I physically felt pain there, but no different to any other day, I guess.
Well, when I physically feel pain like that, it's probably because of what I'm eating.
Stop eating then.
Yeah, just quit. What are you, a wuss?
Okay, so do we even need to say anything about Sonic at 6 at this point? Sonic 06 rather, sorry. Don't want to forget the 0, because that's what it is.
Yeah, we've all pretty much have said, you know, everything to have been said about Sonic 06, so let's just play the levels.
Okay, it is ruinous and full of lava. It is Crisis City.
Or Lava Reef, when you think about it. Oh, I'm sorry, that was taboo, wasn't it? I apologize.
Well, you don't just compare Crisis City to Lava Reef, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, you punk.
Yeah, I keep trying to homing attack, but the homing attack in this game for Classic Sonic is actually unlockable. It's not mandatory, like in the 3DS version of the game.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't see why they couldn't have done that for the 3DS version too, or was this just the DIMPS formula?
What do you mean? Like unlockable for the 3DS version?
Yeah, giving Classic Sonic the homing attack.
And when you've covered 06 10 times, there's not really much to talk about in regards to level design and whatnot.
Yeah, it's a city. There is a crisis going on. It should have been called, like, Kerfuffle City. That would have been...
Kerfufflesville.
And that's where you find all the Smash 4 people. Because that was, like, the fan term. That was Kerfuffle. For the longest time was the quote-unquote unofficial fan name for Smash 4. Now it's just Smash 4, which doesn't really roll off the tongue as well.
Well, it's Super Smash Bros. 4 3DS or 4 Wii U.
Well, I like that pun too. I'm just saying it doesn't have the same impact as Melee or Brawl.
That's been a long time since I've played Melee.
I have barely touched Melee. I don't even... I'm trying to remember when I played it. I know I haven't played it that much. But it certainly wasn't enough for me to see, you know, get an idea of why it was so popular. I mean, I know why it's popular.
Get to the point, Helldragon.
I know Brawl more than I know Melee.
Okay, thank you. Jesus.
What?
You need to work on that, mate.
I do. I really kind of do. I'm not very good at that.
Now I feel bad. It's like I'm just trying to give friendly advice, and then it turns, uh-oh, I've hit on someone's insecurities. I didn't want that to happen.
Well, stop being insecure. That's my next piece of advice for you.
Whoa, instant kill, lava tornado. Not dance plan with that.
I still like how they take away the...
I'm sorry, what was that? That sure as
sorry.
shit wasn't me. I just kind of got like pulled back and the tornado hadn't even spawned in yet.
We done freaking out yet?
Okay, gonna go nice and slow this time. It's a casual run, I don't care. I'm not staying up late at night, 10 days after the fact, worrying about what people think about the run.
Well, that was really specific. Are you okay?
I'm cool, yeah, I'm cool.
I'm okay, all things considered.
Perfectly kawaii right now, why'd you ask?
I'm not kawaii. Don't be a jerk. I do like how, when you get close to the sign, you know, the exit sign, they pull it away from you so you have to go farther. I thought that was neat.
You know who else does stuff like that? Bullies. Don't be a bully.
Don't be Sakurai. Don't troll.
I've started unironically calling him Samurai now. I shouldn't have started saying that as a joke. It's worked its way into my vocabulary.
And don't you hate it when that happens? Like, what was, okay, I gotta bring up Ratchet and Clank again, so bear with me.
Okay.
You know the racer guy, Skids?
Oh yeah.
I keep calling him Skids McKenzie after Slurm McKenzie, because that's the first name that pops up in my head.
Party on. Contest winners, party on.
Slurms McKenzie, his life was hell, man. Come on, he had to party all the time.
Oh, now he's partying in the afterlife.
God rest you, Slurm McKenzie.
With me wham wham wazzle. Okay, let's get the Mon version of this shit over and done with.
tasty.
You got a shit ton of artwork.
Yeah, in case you ever are interested in looking at that. Like, is there really a point to that kind of now, like the unlockable galleries? Because it's just gonna jump online like the minute it happens.
Well, if you do that, then they're not going to put more online galleries in the next Smash Bros. Game. What the hell?
I don't really have a complaint with that, believe it or not.
Well, that was like Sakurai's reasoning for not having the Subspace Emissary, wasn't it?
Okay, I understand that complaint. Because the Subspace Emissary, while not perfect, it was not perfect, I still think it was a cool idea. And I kind of wish Smash 4 had more of that, but unfortunately we're not going to get that. And like you said, Sakurai was like, well, I didn't want to put it in there because people would be putting the cutscenes on YouTube. I don't want people to watch them before they play the game. I'm like, dude, I have not played No More Heroes ever since it came out, and I have still not spoiled myself with that game. I have a Wii over here now. I can go get that game, but I have not done it yet, but I have not spoiled myself. It's called self-control. Think about it.
Yeah, and it strikes me as really petty reasoning for not wanting to do something, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but then again, everybody kind of gives Sakurai shit, even when he doesn't really deserve it, let's be honest.
That also is true, actually.
Yeah, like, I'll be honest, you know, I've complained about some of the roster picks, but some of them probably weren't all him.
Yeah.
But since I don't know who else to blame, Sakurai! He's kind of like our acceptable target.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
But anyway, Crisis C, Helldragon, what are your thoughts on its inclusion in this game? What level from 06 would you have chosen instead?
We did cover Crisis City when I was when you and I were doing the Sonic 06 run, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, because you had to go through it as Sonic, Shadow, and Silver. I guess in terms of levels for 06, I do think Crisis City is a good pick. I feel it represents the game the most, especially the whole, you know, the post-apocalyptic angle that they built up to a little bit in that game. So I think it's a good pick.
I think this is good. Either Radical Train or Dusty Desert would have worked well, I think.
I don't think anybody liked Radical Train.
Hey, Radical Train was amazing, including the title.
It was radical.
The train is late. Oh, sorry.
What was radical about Radical Train? Tell me.
It had a pretty sick bass line.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. I wouldn't say it's radical, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, bitching at the very least.
Noise. But they can't just call it Noise Train, can they?
Boosh, even.
Don't say that. Boosh isn't even a word.
Okay, this part I had a lot of trouble with, like right there for example, because those things come out of the screen so fast, and I'm sorry, my eyesight isn't all that great after like 20 plus years of playing video games.
Well, do what I did and get glasses ahead of time. I got glasses because I knew I was going to be talking over a lot of video games I'd have to watch.
Yeah, it's funny. My mum has glasses, my granddad has glasses, my grandma has glasses. Had on the last two, but not me. It's weird.
It seems nobody is allowed to see in your family unless they have help.
Yeah. Assisted seeing.
Join them. Take on the glasses and serve your destiny.
Yeah, maybe that's why I ain't done anything with my fucking life. Just need a pair of glasses.
I don't think that helps. I've been rocking glasses for years. You think it helps me? No, they hate you more for it.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
he's got glasses. Oh, he's Harry Potter. That's you. Sorry.
That's how dumb you sound. Glasses do not work that way. Good night.
Just kind of freaking out a bit over here.
In this version of events, Blaze has reverted back to her Sonic Rush story, I believe.
Now, I've said this before, and I'll bring it up again. One good thing Sonic 06 did, one good thing, was I liked the angle they took with at the end of Silver's story, where Blaze takes Iblis, you know, into her body to kind of be the new vessel for it, and then she just kind of went off to her own dimension. I thought that was a neat plot point.
Okay, well, thanks for spoiling the end of Silver's story, I guess.
Oh, come on. No, it's been like years. Nobody cares.
When was 06 again?
06?
That was meant to be a joke, but it was funny if you think that I actually meant it. Rooftop Run, mate. Your thoughts?
You know, you don't get to run on nearly enough roofs in video games, I think.
Yeah.
I do like it, though. I think it's a really cool level. I like the music, you know, from what I've seen, again. So, yeah, you know, it's a perfect representative for Sonic Unleashed.
Now, before I get into what my pick would have been, spoilers, it would have been this, or maybe Jungle Joyride, or a Cool Edge. You always say music from what I've seen. It's kind of jarring.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
I'm sorry, yeah.
I was hoping for more embarrassment. Darn it.
Well, I'm a little embarrassed naturally, you know.
Okay, I can live with that.
It's okay, you know. I can just live with this constant insulting.
I think that's being a bit strong there, right?
Sorry. I want to be the guy who made the springs for the Sonic games. That dude must be rich.
Yeah, rich as a mofo.
But then again, you have those were built. The floating platforms, okay. The magic orange rings you can jump through to get points, where did those come from?
Same guy.
Same guy? So you're saying he expanded his operation, he now makes magic floating rings that appear to be powered by some unknown source, that when you jump through it, you get points. In real life, those points don't even do anything.
Well, you know, it's all about getting a monopoly.
Just walking around all day. How are you? Well, I jumped through one of those rings and I got 200 points. You gonna spend it on anything? You could spend those?
Yeah.
On what? On great games and prizes.
Have you played Sonic the Hedgehog? Well, you did say great games. Oh, I love the classic version of Rooftop Run's theme.
Oh yeah, it's pretty nice.
Watch out for the randomly swinging blades over here. Not very festival-like in my opinion, but, you know, not gonna judge.
I'm glad that's on the top of rooftops. You know, that would be great. You know, you take your date up there, you're having a good time, and a blade comes out and chops your head off.
Whoa, time to run, I think. On rooftops, no less.
That would really kill the mood.
Kill your date as well.
Why'd you have to go and get myself decapitated?
It's really a buzzkill when you're going at full power in spinball mode, and you just crash into an enemy and get hurt.
Yeah. I thought the point of that was to, you know, make you invincible while that was happening.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's called logic.
Okay. Can I make it? Sure. Yes.
Dare I say, boosh?
You can combine the two.
Shaboosh.
There you go. No, this is not the flying battery. Dare ask.
Are you sure though? It could be the flying battery.
No, because the flying battery was not red. There you go.
Wait, the flying battery was a ship?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was just some fortress.
Yeah, are you kidding me? It's a flying battery.
Well, when you hear battery, what do you think of?
Well, nowadays I think of like a lot of guns. That's what a battery is, right?
I think it's just easier to call me stupid.
Tell you what, instead of calling us both stupid, why don't you look it up on Google?
I'll take your word for
No,
it.
look it up on Google so I can
All
be right.
fine. Okay, here I go, Knuckles Broom. Let's see. Battery. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Before anyone brings it up, yes, the music for modern Rooftop Run is pretty good. It matches the festival aesthetic, being a bit more jovial and, you know, more violin-y, but I'm sorry, I just prefer the one from Unleashed.
Violin-y.
Yeah, you're not the only one who can make up words.
Yeah, but when I do it, it's okay. When you do it, it's just terrible.
We're in Professor Pickle's place, nice.
Oh, really?
Now that's attention to detail.
Hey, they have a battery energy drink. If it tastes like actual batteries, sign me up.
Right? I need a bit more energy in the mornings.
I've been drinking Duracells all day. I'm just not really feeling it, though.
The person who drinks the Duracell energy drink will just keep going on and on and on.
Until they die because it's battery acid.
Man, I'm really off my game today. Apologies, sort of.
Yeah, remember when this game, when Unleashed was going to be called Sonic World Adventure?
Sort of, yeah.
Or was that its name in Japan?
That was its name in Japan, I believe.
Ah, okay. I can't wait until one of those days where Sonic jumps off something, he does a bunch of tricks, he does the split leg pose, and then he lands in that position.
Ooh, nasty.
That would get you an S rank. That's a pretty good wreck when you think about it.
Yes, indeed. I think if I did like one more of those, that would have been an achievement.
You're not nearly fly enough, that's why you didn't get one.
Pretty fly for a hedgehog guy. Ouch.
Or Cream the Rabbi.
I think you may be causing a paradox there, mate. Stop. Well, it's a game about time travel. I don't know why I'm complaining.
Exactly, this is all according to plan. I don't know, it's just, this is just how it was meant to be.
Like Johnny and Donnie picked up that Cream the Rabbi shit. Actually, no, I tell a lie. I think CD was before this.
Look, time is messed up right now, okay? Just in general, so don't freak out. It's just a side effect of the game.
Yeah, it was like Lost World was first and Sonic Adventure DX was last. What the hell's going on?
Black is white, up is down, and all around the millennium approaches. Yeah, I remember that, like, when we first saw the Unleashed trailers. I believe that was the trailer that got your old account killed, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't... We thought it was a good idea at the time, but it didn't really work out that way.
I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Unleashed, because I genuinely like the game, all bugs and terrible design decisions aside. But one, it got my thing destroyed, my own fault, but still. And two, it kind of fostered the whole OCD retake shit.
And also, well, I've heard them say in the past that, you know, people obviously really like the day levels of Unleashed. That tends to be the thing they praise the most in that game, but I believe the designers have gone on record saying it can be difficult to make these kind of levels because they have to render, like, virtual miles of this stuff, considering how fast Sonic goes. And I can kind of see that, actually.
Yeah. Well, they were trying to, like, incorporate real-world places here, so that makes sense.
Because the real world has a ton of springs and these really huge stretches that you're supposed to run across.
Okay, let me clarify. That statement was in regards to Unleashed.
Oh, okay. Because they have these really huge stretches to run across.
You're an asshole.
Thanks, Sonic. You know,
But I based on that, I can understand why Sonic Lost World wanted to do the thing it did. Because it didn't want to have to make these super long stages, and I get that. But apparently the game was kind of bland as a result.
Yeah. More like Sonic Lost Interest.
Vector, my favorite character in Sonic Unleashed.
He wasn't in Sonic Unleashed, right?
That's what I meant. It was a joke.
Ah, okay. Human not found. Abort, retry, fail.
Do I have to, like, subtitle my jokes just to make sure you know it's a joke? I'll put a little asterisk. No, this was a joke.
Well, could you dumb it down a shade?
I'm sorry, this isn't nearly demeaning and mainstream enough.
Not enough dick and fart humor for my liking.
Well, it's kind of hard to say verbal dick and fart humor. Okay, well, no, actually it's pretty easy. Never mind, I take that back.
I've not heard penny one of people saying they like Planet Wisp as like the final level in this game. It's, I would say, almost universally disliked.
What level would you have picked instead to represent colors?
Asteroid Coaster.
Okay, yeah, that would have worked.
The last one in the 3DS version of the game is actually a Tropical Resort, and honestly, I don't mind. It works pretty well, and it's pretty fun to play through.
Well, at least you've got some variety.
The problem is you have like this this wisp gimmick here, and the level goes on for so long compared to the others, and it's just not all that fun.
Yeah, and then they brought Wisps back for Lost World, because they were so... Well, okay, well, I'm not saying they were bad in, like, you know, colors, but still, I don't really see why they had to be brought back for Lost World. They didn't really fit.
Yeah, not even a story reason for why they're back.
And for the most part, they just tend to be in areas that, like, are... They feel optional, would be the best way to describe it, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. My review of Sonic Lost World is the same as everybody else's review.
Sonic Lost World. It is a game.
A game that was made to sell money. Not sell money, no, you want money.
No wonder Sega left the console
Take
market.
our money! That's what they're doing with these Sonic games. Just take our money. We don't want it.
Yeah, we're making so much, we can just give this shit away.
No, that's like Nintendo.
No, Nintendo is good when it comes to business investments for the most part.
That's true, that's true. I'm definitely... Like, you know, Nintendo has made some... They haven't always been, you know, like, up to date with some stuff. And yeah, they still do some things that are annoying. They're not perfect by any means. But I would say that for the most part, they do tend to know what they're doing in terms of business.
Yeah.
All of our favorite Wisp friends have showed up, like the Buzzsaw and that Rocket guy.
I'd much rather have Laser, who is in the 3DS version, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll be seeing him later.
Laser seems more iconic of the Wisp. I guess because it's the first one you encounter.
Yeah.
At least they brought back the announcer, you know, to do the Wisp. That was my favorite part.
Probably my most shameful Twitter escapade. It's not all the tantrums and shit. It's asking Roger Craig Smith if he was the Wisp announcer, and he said no.
Alas.
That was a sad day for me.
Well, at the very least, if that's the saddest days you've had, then, you know, things are pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah.
Of course, we all know who the announcer for the Wisp was in the Japanese version.
No, I don't actually, so regale me.
I don't have the name on hand. and
Oh,
I probably-
thanks.
Well, I'll get the name really fast.
Okay.
Just so I can name him by name. But I do know the trivia surrounding that guy. Oh, the Sonic Wiki says it was Roger Craig Smith. I don't know.
The Sonic Wiki is clearly full of shit, then.
Well, let me just double check then, just to make sure.
10 hours later. It's okay, you're honestly not missing much here.
Okay. Fumihiko Ta... Ah, damn. Now I just feel like an asshole. I can't pronounce this guy's last name. Fumihiko Tachiki. That's probably not how it says, and if it's said a different way, I apologize. I really do. He was the announcer for the Wisp in Sonic Colors in the Japanese version. He was also the narrator and the voice of the Gaia Memories in Kamen Rider Double. And they really have an overlap with the Gaia Memories in correlation with the Wisp. So I thought that was a really nice touch.
Uh-huh.
I was like, whatever, man, just talk about the other stuff.
No, I know all about this weird...
I'm telling the chat, just in case.
Okay, fair dues.
I'm nice. I'm, like, super nice, I think.
Well, you know what they say about nice guys?
They get 2 cats and call it a day?
No, they're nice.
Oh, good. Well, I did a good job then.
Come on, shortcut. Yes.
Nicely done.
I don't even want to tell you how long it took me to do no-hit runs of these levels sometimes.
Oh my god. Are you sure it would have been okay if you got hit like a few times? You know, I mean, nobody's perfect.
That's not how that irrational behaviour works, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my 3DS is dead, and I can't be bothered to get off my fat ass to charge the thing. Oh no.
We'll just plug it in.
Well, I can't plug it in, I have to use the charge cradle because the port is busted.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, mine's is plugged in at the moment.
One more, and then we're basically done. Sans a few missions.
Yes, those exciting missions that everybody comes to Sonic Generations for.
Now we have to do more 2D shit, although this one's a bit funner, if that's even a word, because you get to ascend a tower.
Towers are pretty neat. It took me a bit to load that, I apologize.
hope you're not looking at more Carmen Rider stuff.
I'm not. I'm just watching the beautiful scenery.
Okay. It is pretty nice, not gonna lie. Bit heavy on the bloom though.
No, sorry about that. Just had to check something. Okay, I'm fine.
Cool. This is Planet Wisp as it was being polluted by Eggman, obviously.
Oh, I guess the Mega Mac is getting more work after all.
Yeah. Always nice to see.
Why do they call it Mega Mac?
I don't know, man. What am I, a philosopher?
Well, clearly, you give us inspiration over YouTube, like
Don't.
many philosophers do.
That's a compliment. Can't take it. Shutting down.
Yeah, have you checked out Socrates' channel lately? Oh man, I think he's really lost his touch.
I thought you were saying Sakurai for a second there.
Socrates tries at Hemlock.
That's a smart joke. Richie would appreciate it though.
Yeah, I try. I fail, but...
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
What would you say is your favorite Wisp? I mean, was it Laser or was it another one?
Laser's pretty cool. Hover, probably. I still want official Wisp plushies. I want my Hover plushie, goddammit.
I think Rocketto is pretty good.
Or to say it in a way that's proper.
Rocket?
There you go.
What's the British pronunciation of rocket?
I say, rocket!
I say, mate, rocket! Rocket!
Well, that's Australian, almost.
Yeah, my accents kind of tend to waver. Yo, hit that shit up top! Rocket!
Okay, just gonna go down here now. It's cool. Oh, platforms. I don't think I ever did that before.
Well, platforming. What are you gonna do?
I thought your favourite genre was platforming, Tom. I've been lying all my life. It's just a horrid, horrid lie.
You know, we haven't really seen a lot of traditional platformers these days. I mean, like, I guess the ones that are still going right now are like, you know, against Sonic, Mario, things like that. But nobody really tries any new games with at least some platforming elements.
Indie games, maybe?
Yeah, indie games are probably the best way you're gonna find those these days.
Yeah, like A Hat in Time and such.
How is the progress on that going, by the way?
I don't know, because I didn't make the game.
Oh, well, don't you think you should check?
Yeah. Oh golly. It's cool, it's fine, it's cool. Okay, slowly making our way up this tower here.
It's an adventure for all ages.
A Sonic adventure. 2 battle.
You're not Sonic, you're one of the Kung Fu creatures on the rampage. 2! At least you get that.
Especially me.
I turned into a rocket once, it was pretty weird.
Yeah, bit of an awkward afternoon for me too.
It was quite a trip. Name's Tom Sawyer, fly on you. Space invaders fly on you.
That's it, all I can remember from that is that one episode of Futurama.
Oh yeah, it's Saturday, I got no date. I got a thing of Fanta and my All Rush mixtape. Let's rock.
Oh, okay, we'll go this way.
We'll just do it the fate's decree.
Trust me in the end game to finally get my act together.
I mean, it's the end game, you know. You gotta be amazing.
That's so HFC.
Roll credits.
What would be our ending credits theme for when this?
We're sorry.
We're sorry, yes.
We're sorry. We couldn't really do much better. Then again, at least in American shows, they don't really like. They might have like a song over the credits, but usually what they'll do, and I'm sure they do this in the UK too, they'll just squish the credits to the side so they can run more ads.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Didn't Charlie Brooker
Yep.
do that, and then he had like a big butt on screen,
Yeah.
flopping around like it was the butt talking instead of the announcer?
I think you may have imagined that.
No, I think that actually happened. I remember that video now.
Okay. That's probably Charlie Brooker late hours edition.
I don't know what you guys get away with in the UK.
Alright, that's all the main levels done. Just gotta do a few more missions.
Gotta hang out with our friends, I guess.
Dude, there's the emerald.
Pay attention, this is a Chaos Emerald. You'll be getting these a lot.
Well, you kind of have to get them in every Sonic game. That's pretty much what it always defaults to.
Oh, there's that bit of music. It plays this in, like, the only CGI cutscene in the game that isn't even part of the story.
Oh, yeah.
Just leave the game idle at the title screen, you'll see it. It's the very first thing they showed. And there was no CGI cutscenes in the game at all, but there was loads of them in the marketing. And why's the sound gone? Oh, okay. The music left, but Charmy talking didn't. Thanks, game.
You lost your priorities there for a minute. So they kind of just stuck Charmy on the end because they didn't really know where else to put him.
Even Sonic doesn't know what the fuck.
Oh, hey!
Don't you love Charmy in the Archie comics? You know, when he became a superhero and he got a girlfriend and then he had that horrible brain accident.
Yeah. I can't
And then they
believe
rebooted that. I don't think that ever happened anymore now.
that. Well, he wasn't much better in the Fleetway comics.
What was he like in the Fleetway comics?
He was a prince.
I think he was a prince in the Archie version, too. He was a
Like-
prince of something.
Well, yeah, bees and all that, mate.
Okay, well, yeah, I get that.
Okay, we're gonna have to go the long way to get to the mission that I actually want.
So are the other characters gonna help, or are they just gonna stand there and make sure the levels don't go anywhere?
Oh, Silver, let's beat you up before we continue.
Yeah, I'm in this game, too.
Voiced by Quentin Flynn, though.
Yes. Man, I just wonder what Revengeance 2 is gonna be like.
If it's exactly this, I think I'll be content.
I don't know.
Oh, such an improvement over the 06 version.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you say that like you were the one who experienced the pain.
Well, I did it through people I knew. It was sort of the same. You know, it's like a sympathy pain in a way. Like, you know how guys get, right?
Yes, because I am one.
There you go. Now you understand what I'm saying.
Give up.
So what do you think of this fight in general?
It's pretty fun. Quentin Flynn ain't all that emotive as Silver, though.
Yeah, I guess it really does depend on the voice director, because those kind of guys tend to make or break a dub. I mean, we've all seen what happens when it don't work out. Yeah, obviously Silver needs like a Ripper mode now. That would actually... I wonder what that would do. It'd be like Carrie, I guess. Was the events of Carrie what happens when a telekinetic goes into Ripper mode, now that I think about it?
Too edgy, Hell Dragon.
Let's just, you know, kind of destroy the greatness of that story with a reference to some anime sword game.
Yeah.
I still need to play Rising, though. I need to get that. I need to get Vanquish. I really actually want to play Vanquish.
I played the demo of Vanquish. It was like one of the first high-definition games I actually played.
Yeah, but I hear Vanquish is actually really fun, and it looked fun from what I've seen, so I gotta get that.
Okay, come on, Silver. Let's go to Katamari mode.
La 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 la.
That wasn't a prompt for you to sing, just saying.
Was that a prompt for me to sing, though?
Do you ever need a prompt to sing? That's the real question here.
Right, I don't. Katamari Damacy.
Thank you. Okay, there we go.
Meteor smash.
Silver's pretty powerful, but can he lift the biggest burger in America?
Boom.
It's no use!
Give up! Silver is dead forever. Never in the game again. Ding.
Has he been in any other games after? No, he wasn't in Lost World.
That'd be pretty random if Silver was there.
Oh, hey, I'm here. Silver, what are you doing here? I'm just looking for something to do, man.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm lonely, Sonic. I've never been so lonely.
Yeah, Blaze is dead in my dimension, I think. I don't know. Did we rewrite that part? I don't even know. We're not dating, that's for sure.
Okay, where's that sick nasty level where it's like an assault course? I want to go on that one. There we go, this one's awesome.
Pretty sick, nasty, good.
It's like an alien sunset. How could you not like this?
Well, it's got an interesting bit of thing in its own way.
Ten out of 10, Sonic. Good stuff.
So, actually, you know, going back to Silver for a bit, did we actually get an explanation of how Silver got his psychic powers?
No, do you need one?
Well, if Sonic 06 was going to explain everything else, yes.
You make me worry sometimes.
What? Why would I not want to know where somebody's psychic powers come from? On the off chance I may be able to recognize it and get said powers myself.
Oh, you never asked where Sonic Super Speed came from. Come on.
Well, we already know where that came from, remember? They actually had a comic book explaining it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true.
It was like American only, though, you know? It was like he used to be a brown hedgehog, then he put on the shoes, and then he became more than anyone else.
No one knew who I was until I put on the shoes.
I was
Fuck.
waiting for that.
Oh, a little bit of input lag there. Nothing I could do. No, I said input lag, not Hell Dragon fucking distracting me lag.
I'm sorry. I'm just kind of... I get nervous, you know? I just don't want to disappoint anybody. Too late.
The damage is done. Ooh, nasty. Okay, was right by the finish line. Filed that one under E for embarrassing. Amazing.
That's
but-
my favorite. Like, I love that bit from Unleashed. Just the fact they gave you that music for being so bad. I loved it.
Yay, I got Splash Hill Zone. Awesome.
Splash Hill was Sonic 4, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, okay. Man, you really don't seem happy talking about Sonic 4. Maybe if it was Super Smash Sonic 4, you might have liked it a bit more.
Okay, just let me go. The layout starts to get a little bit annoying here, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it really is just kind of a big jumble.
Yes, here we go.
Actually, that's a good question. What graphics card are you using? Do you know?
I have no idea.
It's not one that was included with the PC, though, I assume.
No, it was.
Wait, you're using an on-board graphics card?
Well, I bought this pre-made, this PC, so...
Oh, okay. So somebody went ahead and kind of made it so it can run stuff like this. Okay.
It wasn't specifically for games. You put me on the spot here, mate. Jesus.
Sorry. I didn't realize it'd throw you off.
There's a sensitive subject here, Erica.
Who's gonna pay for all this? Not Sonic. He's already all the way over there. Can't talk, saving the world. My store! My cabbages!
My Cabbage Corp.
Cabbage Corp? Is that like the business he made?
That's it. The business's descendants, Major.
Oh wow, really? That's
you
actually
should-
kind of neat.
You should watch Korra.
Yes, I should watch a lot of things.
I watched JoJo for you.
No, I didn't say you had to. You
Yes,
did
you
it
did.
on your own free will.
Yes, you did. You implied
did
it so
not.
much.
I did not.
You
Come
brought it
on.
up in every single commentary.
Well, that's because I'm a dork. Are you surprised?
You're so stubborn sometimes, like Christ.
But that's what makes me lovable. And yet relatable. That's why I would be a great character in a movie. I'm now available to play any part.
Weddings, bar mitzvahs, commentaries.
I can't play a bar mitzvah. I don't. How do you play the abstract representation of a party?
Good point. You're gonna question how we can do the quick step on the board?
Yes, because I think that's a legitimate question.
I'll go for it then.
How can he do the quick step on the board? What does it mean?
He's fast. That's all it has to mean.
Good. That question was answered.
I bet you can't wait until we're done with this game. Just saying what we're all thinking.
What?
Okay, let's do this because the key's right next to it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Call me with the Y button.
I like using Green Forest for this mission's alternate theme. SA2.
Oh, okay.
You're just waiting for the clarification there.
This is like 2, 3, 4.
Wait a minute, something was said. That was an insult.
Wait a minute. I'm like Homer Simpson's brain just trying to process it. You know, for the forces of hell, you really could do a lot worse.
Yeah.
I mean, they're okay, they're all fire enemies, but at least they fly, at least they come up through the concrete, okay. So where did Blaze learn how to control fire? It makes no sense!
She was born with it, I guess. She's a friggin' mutant. Leave her alone.
Does she firebend on the side?
You don't watch Korra or Avatar. You don't get to make those jokes.
Oh, fine. You don't run for president, you don't get to make those jokes.
You don't get to talk about America until you are actually president.
Till then, just shut up.
I just got Untitled 64. There we go.
Wreck the city even more, nice.
Mate, it's fucking destroyed.
Yeah, that's true. The city has indeed been fucking destroyed.
Boss time.
Let's do it.
Not final boss time.
Let's do it.
What I am the Eggman. Who I am. I can sing, it's my stream. Fuck off.
Really?
Bah!
So after this, though, you do have all the Chaos Emeralds, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You get one from each rival fight, so that's 3, and then, sorry, brain shutting down. Abort, retry, fail.
2, 3, 4.
Love this fight. Why isn't this a model?
Yeah, man, like, I would love to see, like, a cool, like, what was it? Was it the Egg Dragoon in Sonic 06? Because I actually really like that design.
No, it's the Egg Wyvern.
Egg Wyvern, okay, yeah, that one was actually really neat.
See how fast I can do this.
Actually, I do have a legitimate Sonic-based question. Considering of the mechs we've seen so far in Sonic Boom, would you say that one has some good mech designs compared to the mech designs we usually get in Sonic games?
Ooh, no.
No, really? I don't know. I was looking at that boss, and you know, obviously, I don't think the design is bad. I kind of like it. I like the pointy toes because I have a thing for pointy toes.
Yeah, something you're not doing?
No, it's just I like pointy toes. What?
Okay, what of it?
No, still, I do kind of like the design a little bit. It sort of reminds me of a sort of... What's the best word for it? Some sort of weird quasi-Gundam thing. So, that's just my opinion on it.
What is he doing to that poor robot?
I wish I had the ability to shoot ice from my feet.
Okay.
It could be useful.
Yeah, I just want a little bit of a iced tea. Boom, there you go. Don't even have to get up.
You got this from your feet again, didn't you? What? It's cheaper.
Okay, that's a new one on me.
Really mastering this guy, though.
Oh, I can't get to that thing. Give me rings. Fuck. There you go. Okay. Got rings now. It's all good.
Wait, this guy is called the Dragoon, right?
Yeah. It said,
Okay.
it said it at the start, mate.
I'm sorry, I honestly can't keep track of some of, like, the names of some of his mechs. He has so many.
That is true, yeah.
I mean, kudos for variety, make no mistake.
Time for a change of pace.
I seem to recall, like, some of the mechs that, he was doing when he was working with Wily in the Mega Man crossover was pretty neat.
Oh, yeah. Not... maybe it's because I'm not, like, a Mega Man fan, but, it kind of fell flat for me, that crossover.
Well, I haven't read, like, all of it, just, like, bits and pieces. I don't know. I know some people who really like it, though, and I guess that, in terms of having to use that as a means to reboot the whole Sonic universe, I guess you could do worse.
Yeah. Whoa, what is going on with this fight?
So crazy, man.
No, I mean, it's glitching to a fucking bug. Not bad, Sonic, not bad.
It could be better. I'll give you a B on that.
Very nearly died there, give me rings, thank you. Are you dead yet?
No, he's still ticking.
I think you can kill him in the running phase, but don't quote me on that.
I've seen that happen before. I think somebody has done that.
Okay, he's dead, cool, see you.
Awesome.
Hope you had shock absorbers in that mech of yours.
I knew he forgot something.
Game doesn't care how long he took. It's going to give you an S rank just for not dying, because everyone wins here. No one's a loser.
Too bad the game of life doesn't give me S ranks.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. I was supposed to beat you this time.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't get that memo. I beat you every time. No, seriously. We beat this guy every time. It's like it's our job or something.
That's nice, Sonic. You just pat yourself on the back. Although, now that your classic self is here, that could be a thing.
That sent us all to this place.
I'm going to be a boss.
You like, man, you see into my mind? No, fuck.
Man, that was so long ago now.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I forget he made those cartoons.
I know, it's weird.
Whew. Okay, time for the really lackluster and disappointing final boss.
Oh, yeah, man, I just think, from what I've seen, they could have did so much better with that. My idea, personally, was to have a boss that, like, switched forms and it played the final boss music of all the games that it was referencing. Like, you'd get the One music, you'd get the, the Death Egg music, you get a Doomsday Zone a little bit in there. I think that would have been great.
That in and of itself is a little bit unoriginal, though.
Well, I mean, even so, I think that would have still been a better celebration of all the stuff Sonic has been in. It would have made more sense.
I guess. This is just weird padding.
Yeah, I don't really get this either. It's like, what? I don't repair clocks, I'm a hedgehog.
What is this, later in the unwound future?
No, it's Ratchet and Clank, a crack in time.
Exactly. Okay, now to slowly ride round.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Like, it's trying to build up tension, but for what? We have no connection to the time here other than, ooh, he's spooky and he stole our friends.
Well, maybe we have more connections with the clock when you think about it.
True. Oh,
This
Cogs.
clock, man, it just went through such hell.
Cogs, you're the only one that understands me. I will say it's a nice touch how you have to jump to get the last one, and then you land right in front of the boss door.
Yeah.
And there we go. And for some reason that powers the portal, and you got to wait even longer for all this shit to light up. Okay, let's finish off this son of a bitch.
Let's do it.
Change music. Splash Hills though. No, I'm not gonna do that.
That's just mean.
Okay, whatever you are, if you want to avoid an embarrassing beatdown, you better give up now.
You're not in a position to demand
Well, what?
anything, you
Eggman was behind this whole thing?
I'm shot, good sir.
He had a little help.
Although it's so weird that they make this big deal out of saying, oh, well, nobody calls me Robotnik anymore. You could call me Dr. Eggman of the past. No, here's how I'm going to tell you apart. You're Eggman, you're Robotnik. Don't make
Exactly.
it more complicated than it needs to be.
Like, classic Sonic. It's called Classic
After my
Sonic.
most recent setback, I stumbled upon the primordial form of this unique creation, which I discovered had
I thought Colours was going to lead into this so much, because they made a really big thing of showing the moon being hit by that energy.
Oh yeah, definitely. But really, Time Eater is just kind of when you think about it.
Yeah.
Now, if it was like a time-traveling machine that he had actually made, again, you know, the transformable forms that sort of reference everything, with time abilities, okay, I think I would have been more over that.
Yeah.
And by the way, erasing time and space, not really a good idea. It's never a good idea.
Well, I think he was just trying to remove Sonic from the equation, but Sonic kind of defines Robotnik's life.
That's true. I mean, that's the whole, like, Joker-Batman relationship, except not nearly as terrible. Yes, Sonic, I knew you would go after your friends, because for some reason you still hang around with them.
Right. Well, as of like Lost World and whatnot, he's cut that shit out.
And I give the friends a lot of crap, but some of them are okay.
Destroy me? You and what mustache? I beat you all the time by myself, and now there's two of me.
Then I'll have twice as much fun defeating you.
That's a little bit of music here. Shame it doesn't carry over into the actual boss.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Move all you want. I'm still going to stump you into a blue jelly.
Come on, get up. You survived worse than that.
Yeah, you survived 06. Okay, that was the last 06 joke.
Damn.
Officially the last 06 joke, it won't be.
There's no Elise to save you this time, Sonic.
Now it's
Oh, just rub that in my face before I die.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were getting offended then. Okay.
Come on, Sonic! Smack him!
not you.
You've got this, Sonic.
You can win, Sonic.
Who are they?
Nice touch of Robotnik not knowing who Shadow and Rouge are.
That is pretty great. I think he's expressing the opinion a lot of other Sonic fans do. Who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah.
You can win, Sonic. You always do.
The Paper Mario games did this whole cheering on thing better.
Oh yeah, definitely. Although I think Earthbound tops them overall.
Time to scramble some Eggman, Super Sonic style.
Earthbound was just like the perfect version of that.
Well, I've not played it yet, probably won't, but don't spoil it for me.
I won't.
Or the people watching on stream or on YouTube, just saying. Ugh, now for this heap of shit, honestly. This is an awful end to a Sonic game.
Vent thy rage, Tom. Vent thy rage.
It's just so dull and boring.
Yeah, I mean, I like the whole switching back and forth between the different Sonics and switching perspective to avoid some attacks. I like that. But again, if it had just played more referencing stuff from the past games, I think it would have been a lot more memorable.
And you're like kind of fighting against an invisible wall of such here. I guess it's meant to represent the vortex, but it just feels really awkward.
Yeah, and you got all of his friends going in saying, "Oh, well, here's this obvious thing you should avoid." It's just, ugh.
There we go. And the music is just like really monotonous, and you'd think it would have like a phase 2, because this is the kind of music you get in phase 1 of other 3D Sonic final bosses. But no, it's just this throughout.
Yeah, that's true. I'm like, where the hell was this guy's phase 2? He should have had multiple phases. Come on, build this up a little.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we got our first Be Careful, Sonic.
There we go. That's what you remember, Sonic Core. 20 years of being careful.
Yeah.
Don't go fast. Are you nuts?
Gotta go
Slow down.
Gotta go at a moderate pace.
Slow down and platform. It's okay.
Now you can hit him in like that 2D perspective, but you've got to basically hit nothing and get to him as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I will say the 3DS version of this is so much better.
Can you explain again how it did it differently? Because I don't remember that.
Well, he has like different attacks and whatnot, and it's just more fun overall.
Hmm. So, I guess, would you say as a whole the 3DS version was better than this?
Well, if we're comparing final bosses, yes. Not so sure about the actual game.
Okay, so for the game as a whole, you would still say this version is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
They complement each other.
So you feel like it's a different enough experience if you get them on both systems?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, now I remembered why I dislike this boss so much. He'll randomly slow down time.
Oh yeah, that's always fun to deal with.
There we go. Oh no, not the laser.
Not that move. Stop it.
Take a look. Yeah, surprisingly, I can see the homing shot right in front of me.
Yeah, where are his friends during all this? I am pretty sure we've all asked this question before, but I think it bears repeating. Where are his friends during this? Are they just kind of floating along in a little, like a little set of benches that are just going along the side? Hey, be careful, Sonic.
I just got like nothing good to say about this.
Well, I like time effects when bosses use them, so there's that.
I'm getting slowly closer. Something is holding me back.
My excitement, yeah.
Come on, hit him. Hit him. Thank you. Jesus.
Hit his abdomen, which today is the weakest point of his body. Sometimes it's its arms, sometimes it's its head. I don't even know.
Sometimes it's his self-esteem.
Really, he's just got to stop making robots with weak points. Make like a giant super invincible. Like take Silver Sonic, but like do it all over and with like no weak points.
And then you get like the Supersonic theme from Sonic 4 to finish it off. Really? That's your big climax?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That was Sonic Generations HD. Decent game up until the final boss, where it kind of shits itself.
Yeah, but as a whole, I think it's a little callback to everything that Sonic has done. I think it did the job well enough,
Well, we're gonna let people watch the ending and the credits, so mute your mic please, Dragon.
Sure.
And we'll see you guys after.
Still warm. Time travel. I'll admit, you weren't half bad, Sonic.
Half bad? Are you kidding? He was all great! somebody put all those gold rings? You know what? I don't know. I keep forgetting to ask.
It was great teaming up with you. Hope you learned a few tricks that'll help you out in the future. I mean, the past. You know what I mean. Dude, sweet! And you're only gonna get better!
There's our ride!
Hey, Sonic! Enjoy your future! It's gonna be great!
you sure you saw a door over here? What? You were the one who said you saw a door over here! Well, I know it was one of us. Shut up and keep looking. What time is it? It's the exact same time as when you asked earlier, and it'll be the exact same time when you ask later. There is no time here! Let me just say that this was a brilliant plan that you came up with. Don't get too self-righteous. It'll be your plan pretty soon. I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it. I heard that! Do we ever win? That depends on your definition of win. Beating Sonic? Oh, well then no. That doesn't give me much hope. Maybe I'll go back and get my teaching degree. That's not a bad idea. I've always enjoyed telling people what to do.
Okay guys, welcome to the Unleashed project. This is basically a sort of mod, well it is a mod, for the PC version of Generations, where you can play through the levels of Sonic Unleashed.
Pretty interesting, actually. I like how they ported it all over. I was seeing some videos of this, and I thought it was a really nice job.
Now, when you select a new game, you actually start in the tutorial level of the game, which is pretty interesting. This takes me back before I was broken. Before my mind snapped twain like a twig in the wind.
So this is just all like the day levels, right?
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna be running through them all?
Yes, I am. Well, of course I am. That's how they work.
Ah.
If you could give me a sound balance from opinions in the chat, I would appreciate it. These won't take. I just figured since you guys waited so long for this to appear on YouTube, I'd do a little bit of something extra.
That was nice of you.
Thank you. I occasionally do nice things.
It's hard, I know.
It was much easier to get an A rank there than it is in the actual game, just saying. There you go, welcome to the Unleashed project. Got the ice cream guy there, perfect. I haven't figured out how to fix the blur when Sonic's moving, so I apologise for that. We recommend setting up the FX pipeline renderer that comes with Sonic GMI if you haven't already for various graphical effects and fixed glitches. Well, too bad, so sad, everything else works fine. You don't have to find keys, you don't have to do missions to get to the next level, you just have to beat the previous level.
Well, that sounds relatively straightforward.
Like an actual game, and I don't know what's up with the code that pops up on these title cards, it just happens, so...
Well, it's clearly the message they want us to send to the Zargonians.
Yeah. Whoa, the screen tearing, the slowdown. It's just like Sonic Unleashed as it was meant to be played.
Completely glitchy and weird.
Yeah. Man, I went up there expecting to find a sun medal. That's kind of off-putting. Now, they couldn't replicate all like the set pieces and geometry perfectly. That's why some bits, like those pulleys, are already pulled down. And there's like other things like the air shooters that launch you to various locations. They're the ones from Generations instead of the Unleashed variant.
I mean, you can only do so much, and considering that they converted this as close as they could get to the Unleashed levels is really a feat in itself.
Yeah, it's pretty great actually.
Oh yeah, I'm liking it.
The improved frame rate does help matters as well.
And just kind of, taking this and comparing it with the day level that we just did in Sonic Generations is kind of jarring. This looks way simpler when you think about it.
Well, you say that as I just launched into the pit. Sorry, muscle memory took over. I tried to do a little bit of a speed run there. What can I say? I'm tired as shit. This has been a long marathon. This is probably fruitless to ask, but the grease level from Sonic Unleashed, I honestly can't remember whether it's Atapas or Apatos. What's your thoughts?
I thought it was pretty neat, from what I've seen.
That's what you always say though, Helldragon.
Well, it's good that I'm using my eyes, let's be honest here.
From what I've smelt, I think it's pretty okay.
This tastes like a good level to me, how about you?
Vintage Sonic. No, I very rarely go this route because it's full of spikes, it's not all that fun. Still no screen share for this, I'm afraid. It kind of fucked with the recording.
Yeah, well, I can make do.
Very nearly went back for a video that was only there in Unleashed. That muscle memory, man. It's a killer.
Yeah, that'll do you in sometimes.
Also, homing attack is now AA, whereas in Unleashed I believe it was AX.
AX, that's weird.
Ah, B rank. See, this isn't Generations tier level design. It's not going to pat you on the head like the little snowflake that you are. Precious
No, you actually have to work.
precious little baby, always wanting S ranks. No, work for that shit.
Are you like some kind of slave driver or children, or...
No.
I have expected an orphan to come up to you saying he wants some more gruel, master.
Please, sir, no more retakes.
You'll get all the retakes and you'll like it.
Okay, time for Sonic 1 Mass System credits music level. That's basically what it is.
I guess it's easy to go across the world when it's all connected in one overworld like that.
Yeah. I will say, just like off the bat, the lighting isn't as good. Because obviously Generations was using a downgraded version of the Hedgehog engine to begin with, so...
Well, I mean, still, you do what you can.
Yep. But as Sonic Movie says, Unleashed is art, so, yeah.
I mean, I can definitely see it. Like, the architecture is really interesting. There's a lot of, you know, cool twists and turns here and there.
Much like the real world, of which this was based.
Oh no, the rail world, no way. We gotta have way more rails, way more springs.
Don't forget grind rails.
Trust me, if you went to the Smithsonian Art Museum and there were springs there, you'd be much more interested in going to that particular museum.
Yeah, definitely justify the price of a season pass.
That would be like so weird. Like, Mommy, I want to go to the Smithsonian Art Institute. You want to learn about art? Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
And then they just spend the whole time in the spring room. First thing to get in and say, where's the spring room?
Don't toy with me, woman. The springs! The springs! Noticing different geometry changes here? Like
Yeah, just a little bit.
What are you talking about this for? You haven't played Unleashed, you don't know.
I've seen it.
Don't try to be in on the commentary. You seem like you're interested in this little bonus segment.
I'm cool. Wait, no, that was the wrong thing to get mad about. Oh, did they port over, like, some of the bosses you faced during the day levels?
No, it's just the levels.
Okay, that might have been hard to do, like the bosses.
There's also no Crimson Carnival, or to use its more well-known name, Eggman Land.
Yeah, that would have been tricky because you have to switch back and forth in that one, if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, still.
Muscle memory nearly kicked in there.
You're supposed to help me.
Lots of bees here, but bad.
Bad, 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 bad.
Yes, indeed. Man, I am so tired right now. I'm not collecting the red star rings, okay? That's for Johnny to deal with.
Let him take care of it. I have it.
So tired right now. Anyway, Rooftop Run Day with the better version of the music. Oh yeah, that's right. I said it.
How many levels are in the Unleashed project, then?
Well, all the day ones from, well, the original version of the game.
And how many were those?
I don't know, man. I'm just here trying to play a video game and raise money for kids. Don't make it into a trivia fest.
Well, I'm just saying.
You're supposed to be one of the eminent Sonic commentators on YouTube, Tom. What happened?
Yeah, man, what happened?
Like, I ain't no FTA. I ain't no smoothers.
How did you lose the grooves?
Excuse me while I just slide very slowly under here.
Yeah.
Didn't want to leave that one behind. This is actually a little bit easier compared to the original version, I believe, because the alleyway is wider here. At least it feels wider.
I feel wider.
Every day. Step on the scales, boom.
Hey, I'm eating better.
You are, you are. Stop making it all about you, by the way.
I wasn't. I was going along with the joke.
Okay. I'm so snippy tonight. I should get tired on stream more often.
Yeah, man, that just makes you way better.
Word of advice, if you ever get tired and snippy, don't take it out on the fans. It will not end well for you. That'll be a bit of advice from me to thee.
Yee.
Fee.
Bye, Fofum.
Not my favourite Zelda character, honestly.
What, the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk?
Yes, shut up. I've played this level so many times. It's like I'm on autopilot right now.
When was that playthrough?
That was like, I want to say 2010?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it must have been earlier than that.
I mean, I remember like when this game did first came out, and this was the game, you know, we were all... I've mentioned this in a bit before, but I mean, like, everybody had their eyes on it because of the whole 06 thing. It was just kind of crazy at the time.
Yeah. Had Legend of Korra syndrome, actually. Like, Avatar The Last Airbender was so good, so that obviously they expected Unleashed. Sorry, they expected Korra to be good. Getting my metaphors mixed up here. But 06 was shit, so obviously
Man, this
people...
video game looks nothing like a TV show.
Snozzberries do taste like snozzberries.
We can't play this show. What are you talking about?
Oh, can't wait for Arid Sands Day. Nothing? No?
You seem enthused.
Well, that was the level that nearly broke me. It took me so long, and then at the end it turns out I wasn't even recording.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember.
That highlight is actually still on YouTube.
Oh really?
I think it's called Entom's Soul Finally Snaps. That's not funny.
What? What do you want me to do? Cry?
Laugh harder, why don't you?
Ah, no.
Oh, that's new. No, there's no QuickTime events, obviously. That's one of the bigger changes.
Oh yeah. I'm kind of glad they got rid of that because that wasn't really needed. I think.
Nah. Artificial difficulty. Oh, I don't know how I survived that.
With the same amount of Tom luck.
Yeah. Oh, this is also new, just random blades here. Because I think this was actually used in a mission in Generations. Like a Die Hard mission, don't get hit.
Ah.
And there we go, done. That's
No.
three levels already. You may finish your compliment.
Nice. There, I got all of my compliment out.
Next up on the agenda is... Wait for
More
it.
running.
I'm getting artwork and I'm not even playing the proper version of the game. Oh, hello, what's this? Okay. Ah, Dragon Road.
So there's Dragon Road, the sands, the rooftops.
You could easily look it up on YouTube, mate.
Right, I can. Hold
Or
up.
Google, rather. Sonic Unleashed levels. Why don't you go to Sonic Retro? It was pimped in the beginning, so it makes sense.
Sonic Retro, the premier source for all of your Sonic information. Yes. Let's see, Dragon Road. You haven't done Holaska yet.
Nope.
So there's Holaska. You just did Arid Sands.
No, I just did Rooftop Run.
Rooftop Run, my bad. And you did that, and you did that. I think there's like 3 or 4 left.
Yeah.
Okay.
It won't take long.
Just checking.
This is the after pie of the after pie.
Yeah, let's get on with it.
One of my least favourite Unleashed Day levels to speedrun this one. It's just kind of awkward.
I'm just glad that the land based on China is helping reinforce this stereotype.
Wow, I could have sworn I was falling off there. Nice.
Great.
I like how in Unleashed, every time you go past a checkpoint as a Sonic, actual Sonic, not where Sonic, it tells you how fast you were going. Like, I don't give a shit.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you want to get those numbers really high.
It's the journey, not the destination.
Well, what if the journey was... You're going really fast on the journey. Don't you want to know how fast the journey is going?
No, because that takes some of the mystery out of life.
What if you're on a super fast journey that has no end destination? And you want to know how fast you're going?
Oh man, I should sleep more, I really should.
Yeah, because then I gotta talk to you. You're messing me up, Helldragon. Boshing.
Nice. Past the halfway mark now. I remember this level vividly.
I just wait for muscle memory to get in the way again.
Thanks for the nerve support there, mate.
What? That happens to me too.
Alright, what games do you record for the internet?
Well, when you think about it. I recorded Space Quest 5. That takes a ton of I can't finish that sentence.
How many years did it take you to finish that LP?
Okay, I had that recorded, like, actually very fast. It just took me a long time, because of my poor time management, to actually get all the jokes written out.
Okay. See, when Helldragon scripts something, it actually comes out funny.
Yeah, but it takes him like 40 years. Ugh.
Well, that's how far it comes, it's to be expected. I had a very weird out-of-body experience just there. I said Hellfire Comes, and it was like I didn't even own the group.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me before too, where I'm just taken out of my presence. I'm just, how the hell did I get into this body and this lifeline?
Now this is completely different, because I don't think there was any defenders and such in or whatever the Guardian Robot's name is in Generations, so obviously they couldn't copy it, and they didn't want to make something new, so fuck it.
Oh yeah, so they're basically, they're using only Generations enemies, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. But the laser guys were thankfully in Generations.
The spike things are a bit unnecessary, a bit mean, gonna be honest.
Hey, stop being mean, guys.
Whole lots of B's, only one A. I'll live with it. Next up is Snowland.
Cool Edge?
Ooh, I love the White World remix for this.
Yeah, this was the level that had the remix that kind of sounded like it came out of Rystar.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was pretty nice.
Ring Rink, if you want to go look it up.
Seriously, I want a new downloadable Rystar game. That would be great. It'll never happen, but...
Do you? From Modern Sonic Team?
Well... that's really tough, actually.
Well, to make it thematic, let it go, Helldragon. Let it go.
Let it be, let it be.
Oh, close.
Rystar's not getting a sequel. Let it be.
Well, you say that, he had a Game Gear game.
That's true, but it was still mostly the first game. It did have a few levels that were different, than the Genesis version, including one level that I believe took place in a dream. At least that was what it was implied. But for the most part, it's actually fairly close to the Genesis version.
Okay. Let's just pretend I didn't die there embarrassingly and move on.
Whoa, Tom, what happened? You totally didn't die, but you're back at the beginning. What the hell?
Ah, I'm just doing a retake, it's all good.
That is the power of my stand. No, now would be yours. Mine would be probably different.
What would the name of my stand be?
The Final Cut.
Nice.
That is a Pink Floyd song.
Okay, that's even better.
Exactly. See, I know music when it comes to JoJo. Otherwise, I don't.
I know a thing until I don't know a thing, basically.
Yeah, that's basically how it works.
Now this has been changed a lot as well. This was originally a big stampy switch, now it's just a little button.
Just, ow, don't hurt me. Unlike in Unleashed where it's like, yeah, I bet you can't press me. Come on.
Pressing me like a bitch right now. Put your feet into it, put your back into it. Don't know where they got the models for the whales from, though.
Wasn't that in the original Unleashed, though?
Well, it was, but I'm just saying they would have had to have taken things out of Generations for the most part.
It's true.
I don't know the full story about the Unleashed project. All I know is it's pretty sweet, and kudos to the people who made it.
Yeah, you guys did a really great job, I think.
Just to give you, like, the vaguest of compliments. You know, we don't know the whole backstory.
Random guy on the internet likes us. That's awesome.
And, like, loads of other people have modded, like, custom stages and whatnot. Like, I saw one guy, who I won't name, because I honestly can't remember his name, made a level from Shadow the Hedgehog. Don't know why.
Why?
Where am I going?
Where are you going?
Yeah, people make levels, basically.
Yeah, and some of them have turned out to be pretty neat.
Such as, I'm going to put you on the spot here, so you can't get out of your generic, yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah, that's quite interesting.
Well, I don't know if you mentioned this already. I can't remember. It may have been on one of the other previous runs of this. But the Mystic Cave level for Classic Sonic?
I think we brought that up in one particular take, yeah.
Yeah, that was really neat. And it's actually pretty close to the original.
Okay, let's try that again, Sonic, with feeling this time.
So don't fuck it up.
Okay, after this we have Arid Sands, then Skyscraper Scamper, which is really hard to say when you're knackered, and Jungle Joyride.
Alright.
Well, it has to be right at the end of the level, doesn't it? Because that's how Sonic Team and Dimps work.
The telltale signs of dimps. Do you have the dimps in your game? There are a few ways to tell.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Nice. Not you. The guy who kept knocking me off the frigging stage and hurt my feelings.
Well, I would totally tell him that too, because I tend to cuss at, inanimate things.
Yeah, you do. Come on, give me the D. You know you want to.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, C. I don't think I deserve that C, but whatever.
Well, it's better than a D.
Yeah, I guess. Moving on. Okay, let's get Arid Sands out of the way before I go insane. Trying to teach me about wall jumps. Son, I have been doing wall jumps all my life.
Yeah, a common schoolyard activity.
Like
Right, everyone, we're gonna get together, we're gonna do the wall jumps. I want to do 30 up the wall. You, and you, go!
Bringing out your Australian accent for another classic Hell Dragon joke.
I always thought that was more Cockney than anything, but okay.
That's the thought that counts, mate.
Well, that's how you work the legs. You do a lot of wall jumps every day. I mean, it's kind of weird that Mario has not lost more weight. I guess he just eats a lot of crap.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Luigi is like thin as a board. I don't know. If they do like pasta, I mean, that stuff's supposed to like really fill you up. You gotta burn it off with, jumping.
Well, Luigi's so thin because he gets scared all the time, if you catch my drift.
That's true. Maybe Mario's just hugging all the food. Hey, I do more than you!
I came out first. It's all for me. Oh, thank God. Thought I was going to die there. Not again. Not today.
We'll all die eventually. Unfortunately for us, it won't be to like a cool Sonic-based trap.
What the fuck?
Would they have to give you a funeral if you fell in a bottomless pit, technically?
Oh, they'd probably throw the signpost down there.
There aren't really any ashes to spread when you think about it. You can't bury anybody.
Okay, getting a little bit morbid now.
Sorry. Just saying what comes to mind.
Man, I forgot how rubbish the air dash can be sometimes. There you go.
That's the rub.
That one's changed a lot. Not as much tension there now. Okay, we are nearing the end of this one now.
Arid Sands keeps going and
Going and going.
more twists and turns in a Team Fortress level.
I should really get back into playing TF2.
The thing is, I was, into it for the longest while, but, I changed internet service providers and my computer was never very good at running that game anyway, so it just kind of got a bit unplayable for me, personally. I was a pretty decent pyro, though.
You keep telling yourself that, Mo.
I'm sure I was, right?
To be fair, I wasn't the greatest heavy either, ironically.
Well, there's actually some tricks you can do to be a better heavy, believe it or not.
I'm cool, thanks.
You don't want to learn how to get skills?
That's ironic coming from you who says such things as work.
But work is work, and fun work is not work, but it's fun.
Okay, Senor Hypocrito.
Hypocritter?
Hypocrito.
Hypnocritter sounds like a new Sonic Boom character.
Nice. Penultimate level.
Do it.
Oh man, I am circling the drain right now. Jungle Joyride will destroy me. Have you been to New York, Helldragon?
No, the farthest I've been out of state would be to Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay. That is
Do
very...
they have a Phoenix, Arizona level?
Yeah, that's hidden actually, you need all red rings. By the way, me flying off like that, very true to Unleashed recording sessions. Just tell you that now.
That's exactly how New York happens.
Getting caught up on the geometry a lot, also a Unleashed playthrough record staple.
So I like how the bottom, like, the below of New York City is filled with that fog from Spider-Man 1 on the PS1.
Yeah.
It's not green, though, but oh well, we'll take what we can get. I mean, I have to say, I think that was the most blatant explanation of PS1 fog I ever heard.
Yeah. Okay, across the bridge over spiky walls. There was originally a video clip here.
Really?
I'm just pointing out. You don't care. Hell Dragon don't care.
When I care.
You're very good at pretending.
I care immensely.
That was a very awkward death.
At least die with a bit of respect, you know?
Like, he was in such a rush to throw himself down that bottomless pit.
Fucking, I'm done! Yeah.
I'm Sonic. Live fast, die fast.
I have lives.
I'm good for it. Oh, the gaming Brit sent me a gift. He sent me Devil May Cry 4. Thank you, mate.
He sent you Devil May Cry 4? Pretty neat, yeah.
I don't know how he expects me to run that, but thank you.
I do have the Devil May Cry 1 through 3 on the PS3 over here.
Remind me to thank him properly after we're done here, please.
How are you gonna thank him properly?
With, I don't know, what are guys like nowadays? Beer?
Beer would work. I thought it was gonna be like a threat.
I'll make you do playthroughs. I have ways and means.
So before I play Devil May Cry 4, I think I want to, replay Devil May Cry 3 and try to not be bad at it.
Now this, I don't mean to step on your Devil May Cry memories here, this is probably one of the biggest changes they made to the Unleashed Project levels, having to dodge traffic like this. And this was one of the things, I don't know if you guys will remember, this is one of the things I really wanted from this level in the original.
You can only, barely tell when they're going to come in.
Yeah, you gotta be quick on those bumpers.
I like how nobody slows down for this super fast hedgehog, though.
No, I ain't got time for this shit.
That's New York, whatever. This is normal, man.
Honk honk, asshole.
Hey, some of us are trying to get to work here.
Okay. This one's actually really short, which is surprising considering how much you have to do to unlock it in the original.
Oh yeah, how many medals did you need to get?
I think this was a level 6 one. Don't quote me on that.
Yikes.
First time, baby.
Except counting those, deaths.
I was talking about the situation, the set piece, not so much the level.
Situation? No, I'm not talking about that show.
That was the guy on the show, if we're getting pedantic.
I think... Was it him or somebody else from Jersey Shore? I don't know. I think TNA Wrestling signed one of them. It was pretty bad.
Pretty awkward, actually.
And awkward, yeah.
From the producer of the original Devil May Cry, Reserved, and Resident Evil, Reserved 4, comes the next installment in the hugely successful stylized action series that has so far achieved global sales of nearly 70 million units.
Is that for Devil May Cry 4?
Well, I'm just reading the description of it.
Wow.
Okay guys, last level, Jungle Joyride.
It's not really a joyride in a jungle. There's bugs and stuff.
Oh god, oh god. Muscle memory, save me now.
No, here we go. He's drunk as shit.
Goodbye, Sonic. Learn to swim, you asshole.
Someday he'll just get floaties. That should be the thing you get when you fall in the water an X number of times. You should get a floaty power up. They give you the training helmet in Punch Out for the Wii if you can't fight at all.
Oh, is that really a thing?
In the Punch Out Wii, yeah. If you lose 100 times, it will give you a helmet that basically makes you invulnerable to blows in the head.
That's amazing.
And here's the thing. The thing about, what's his name? Glass Joe. You fight him, he's the first opponent, obviously, and you fight him. He had 99 losses. When you fight him again, in the title defense mode, since he's had 100 losses, he also gets a helmet that protects him from blows in the head.
Nice.
I thought that was a pretty neat touch.
Now, this level in the original had huge frame rate drops. Even if my PC was shit, it would still run much faster than it did in the original.
Why did it have such large frame rate drops, though?
Why do you think, mate? There's a lot of stuff to render.
That's true, yeah.
Like, think before you give these answers, Mr. Man.
You're asking me so much.
I gotta think, and then I gotta speak. What's the matter
You're really
with you?
just demanding all these things of me. I just don't know.
Retakes and you say such nice things, but then you make me do commentary with you, and that's just not.
Just go back to praising me and don't make me actually back that up.
Yeah. Oh, follow the path, Tom.
Yellow Brick Road, look for it.
Hey, this is where the frame rate drop is. Well, it's already dropping frames, but right there, where you'll see it eventually, where the tower falls down. Sorry, very tired now. It basically screenshots.
Oh wow, yeah.
This is the best thing. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm going to wait for it to pop up on your end.
Well, let's wait for it. I think that was it. I don't know.
Should be in the Crash Bandicoot-esque chase sequence.
Oh yeah. Oh what? Wait. That's mean.
Well, there was originally a Defender guy there. I just died, thank you. So obviously they had to change it with something.
So that just kind of makes the level more awesome.
Kinda does, yeah.
I have to admit, that's the last thing I expected.
I have never been good at this sequence. I always get clipped by a tiny bit of geometry, and since I'm boosting, you have to since you're going over water, I just end up dying.
Yeah, you just have to make sure not to hit Ramuses at high speed.
Thank you, there we go. At least I didn't make the same mistake twice.
I got a question. Have you ever game overed on Sonic Generations?
I think maybe once or twice.
But otherwise pretty easy?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
Like, you can already tell Unleashed in general is much harder.
Yeah, I definitely get that vibe. Especially with the rankings.
Okay, nearing the end of the level now. Really should fix that motion blur, but effort.
Well, that's how you know he's in motion.
Well, no, the front of Sonic's all blurred and whatnot. That's not meant to happen.
Maybe he's just going too fast, even when we can't perceive it with the human eye.
Yeah. Like, whoa, calm it down, Mr. Man.
I can't!
I exist too fast.
I exist in the fast space.
Ah, yes, the embarrassing, gotta do slow platforming bits now.
Come on, slow it down, quit having fun. I guess the blur face is what happens when Sonic taps into the Speed Force.
Yeah. Nah, I remember the episode where they nearly lost Wally to the Speed Force.
Oh yeah, but that was a good ending there.
Mate, he literally ran around the world to punch Luthor in the face.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
You know, Young Justice was pretty good, but it's no Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to top those.
Stories with a little bit of heart, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I guess they needed a switch in that part, because in the original you just had to kill the bad guys to drop the flames. And there we go.
Alright.
You got the custom skill, Super Sonic.
Oh boy.
It's credits time, but we've already seen these credits, so thank you, Helldragon, for joining me at kind of last moment here.
No problem.
And thanks for watching, guys. See you next time for another Sonic-a-thon run. Bye bye.
Peace out.